Hey, it's SickBoy from the Gaming Anarchist Collective, and welcome to the Gaming Anarchist Collective podcast. And today we've got Fran and Toby from the Kilobits joining us. How are you guys doing?
Nah, not
Pretty-
too bad.
Yeah, got tonsillitis, pretty great.
He's dying.
Reveling in the
I
job
hope he
slices.
dies. Wait, no, that just started. I hope he dies.
Yeah,
It's
you
okay,
mentioned
I
about the Kilobits famous banter, but like, I hope he dies being the opening act.
You know what? The thing is that because I have contact with Fran, I also hope that I die.
No, this is just how it is because like he's been here the longest. So like if he dies, and like I've only been here like a month or so, so like then I can like usurp him. It would be good.
Wow,
there
you're
we go.
pretending to the throne.
Yep. It's like Game of Thrones all over again in the killer bits.
But less incestuous. And with
Much,
fewer
much.
dwarves.
Although this is Cornwall, so maybe.
Can we
knows?
stop? Can we?
Here, guys, I'll hand you your complimentary shovel to keep digging this grave.
Please do.
Oh, sorry, just to start with a wee bit of housekeeping. Sam, how you been?
I've been great, apart from, never being home ever again because they made me supervisor.
Oh,
I don't
that
know.
sucks. You had any chance to
I don't
do
know how
any
to.
gaming or anything, or you just been working?
What did I play? I played Persona again. That's about it.
Well, which Persona, man?
Persona 4, of course.
Oh, lovely.
I tried to edit a video. It didn't turn out that way. I gave up and I cried. The end.
Oh dear. What about you, Fran? What have you been up to?
Today?
Yeah, just in the last day, last couple of weeks. We've been gaming much. You've been up to anything
Oh, okay.
exciting?
Too much. There's too much to be playing. Like I got Hearthstone beta key, so I've been playing that. Then I got GTA 5, so I've been playing that. And I got the new Pokemon game, so I've been playing that. And if I could afford it, I would have was it Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies? But I'm too poor to buy it because I have to buy an Xbox One in just under a month. But I would be playing that. So yeah, and also a degree, but it's like
Oh yeah, that
it's just like spare time.
If my memory serves, I think I just drank for 3 years and then woke up and got a piece of paper.
Oh, see, no, I already did that, and then I was like, let's continue to do more degrees. So that's what this year is meant to be.
Fran's just completely avoiding the real world. It's great.
The joys of doing a master's or a teaching thing, or
No masters.
oh, it's exciting, isn't it? You don't have a life anymore.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I was in 3 days this week, and that's about it. So I have lots of a life in that I go out a lot.
That's evil. My master's was 5 days a week, like 8 hours a day of lectures. It was pure evil.
Jesus.
I'm trying to
Damn
avoid
you,
that whole, like
Science.
9 till 5 job thing.
God damn you.
But you did science. I do science. We go in 3 days a week.
Toxicology. It was all day, every day. It was a killer.
Ooh.
Do you guys just,
Animal behavior. It's
Well,
not.
is it like my form of science where you just stand in a lab coat and scream science?
Yeah, I
Alright.
actually have a lab coat. Just if ever I need to do like a bit in one of our episodes about like science, and I have the lab coat and everything. Toby, what have you been up to other than like dying?
Just more and more Dark Souls. I can't stop. I'm ill. It's all I do.
Playing
So-
through the beta for 2, or
Oh, yeah. I did get into the beta for 2, and it's happening again this Sunday, isn't it?
Prepare to
Yeah.
casual.
Yeah, man. It's not. Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Really?
Like it kind of hurt me on the insides. Yeah, well, it's not like easier, but I didn't die once, like to a combat death. Which I mean, I'm not even that good at Dark Souls, so that's it says a lot.
I played it this week.
Other than that,
So
just
you guys-
GTA and
I was gonna say you haven't been exposed to Toby. All Toby talks about is Dark Souls.
I
Like
think
that's
what I
his
talk about.
like.
I think
Dark
I
Souls
like.
is an awesome game, but it does kick my ass.
I'm on the Moonlight Butterfly at the moment, and then I just sort of looked at it and went, "Oh well, that's beautiful. It's going to kill me."
Everything's
Dude,
going to kill
Moonlight
you in that game.
It's absolutely brilliant. It's the only game I've ever played where walking down a staircase can kill you if you're not paying attention. I love it.
Plus, the ability to grief other players is just superb.
I love that they've actually built it into the game. Like it's a game for trolls, And I mean, I've been playing a lot of Demon Souls as well recently, and there's actually a move in that where you can take other people's game progress away from them. It's beautiful.
You must love that.
I
Like,
really
especially
do.
if
I've
it's
got
like
very little
Rick,
else.
who's the other killer bit. You would. Oh, Rick. No, Rick, the other killer bit. He tends to be the butt of me and Toby's abuse. So if Toby could like steal Rick's progress in any game, he would be all over that. And
It
he'll
would be
pretend now
lovely
like that
to
he
beat
wouldn't,
him.
but he would.
No, I definitely would.
So what are we
Definitely
talking
would.
about today, other than
Yeah.
what we've been doing?
Okay, well, first off, I'm just going to do a quick, since it was brought up in the comments, and since I just did a video on it. It's David Jaffe just came out with the plans of, he's got plans of what he would do if he ran Nintendo, and that is that he would sell Nintendo to Disney because he thinks that would. One thing he said was that how well they've treated the Star Wars franchise, and I was like, they've had it for like a week. Like, what are you talking about? They bought it in like what, June?
And said,
And
we're
the
going to
only
make
thing they've
another
done is-
movie. That's
The
better.
only thing they've done is brought out like Mickey Mouse lightsaber plushies.
What?
Wait, there's Mickey
That's
Mouse
mystery,
lightsaber
man.
plushies?
Have you guys
That's
not
pretty
seen
cool.
this?
I want to put them in my
I've
mouth.
totally not
Shit.
seen those.
The thing is, so if Disney bought Nintendo and Apple own Disney, so then if Apple owned Nintendo, there would be this huge like Nintendo Microsoft thing going on, which would be quite amusing, in my opinion. But at the same time, I don't think that that Mr. Jaff, or whatever his title is, knows what he's talking
No,
about.
but so he was mentioning about how Marvel and everything, and yeah, I think it's fair to say that Disney gave Marvel some resource in order to really step up their movie making and stuff, but they mostly like hands off creatively. So what he was basically talking about was having a Nintendo theme park. That was pretty much, I think, what his plan was,
Shit.
That would
which
be
I think
so much
Nintendo
fun.
talked about they would be open to doing.
I would fucking
Yeah,
kill
that
for
would
that.
be.
What would they call it?
would be
Nintendo Land?
Oh.
Oh,
It's okay.
That's such an original name. I don't think I've ever heard anything called that before.
Ah,
So
that is a particularly
that would
creative
that
one.
would be cool.
This is the year of the Nintendo Land. We're not opening Nintendo Land. We're just gonna, put it on a skin on a 3DS. I feel kind of
No, they
bad
could
for
make
them.
like
Oh god.
a roller coaster tycoon-esque game, like Nintendo Land. You could build your Nintendo. I would be all over that. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
it could
I
be
love.
something like awesome, but ultimately surely the biggest issue is that right now they're just like, it's a commercial issue. It's not about kind of promoting stuff through Disney. I'd say kind of, well, yeah, what they need to do is shift a lot more Wii U's and try and butter up third-party support, because as they always are, they're being dickish to Nintendo. And then eventually, when the Wii U picks up, they'll go, oh, actually, no, we can give games on there.
Yeah, that's probably true. Do you own a Wii U, Chris?
I don't yet. No, I haven't. I have.
Sam, do you own a Wii U?
No.
Toby, hey Toby, do you own a Wii U?
Oh, I know he
Yes,
does.
I have buyer's remorse. You know what? No, okay. I don't care what anyone says. Nintendo isn't that broken. They've got the handheld market. They can just keep on giving me Mario games, right?
Oh, the 3DS is doing spectacularly well. It's
What
had
about-
some of the
what
best
about-
games of this generation, arguably, on that machine.
Dude, it's been
Oh, it's
such a
amazing.
strong
And then-
year.
I feel bad. I feel so bad for Sony. They were like, oh, we've got this PSP, and then it just nobody cared. And then they're like,
Vita,
we've got this PSP
Do you
Vita.
have
And
Fire
I was
Emblem?
like,
No, well, fuck off then.
Hey guys, we've got Soul Sacrifice. You want to come? No. We'll play Fire Emblem.
Fuck, I
Grab it.
want to play that so bad.
Me too. I want to burn my skin off for the rest of the game just because I want to kill a monster.
Shit.
No,
Why am I
but
not
like the
allowed
thing I
Soul
think that
Sacrifice?
Nintendo does their first party games so well. Like if you look at Mario, you look at Legend of Zelda, you look at anything first party by Nintendo, and it's always up there. It's very rarely do they hit them. Do they miss the mark with what they make? So it's like, even if they don't have the third party developers like say Microsoft and Sony have, they've got those big names that people are gonna love for years. Like I don't see Mario going anywhere. I don't see Zelda going anywhere. I don't see Nintendo going anywhere anytime soon, even if the Wii U isn't doing as well.
Well, the GameCube didn't do as well as the Xbox or PS2, you know? It was fine.
I think people have like bad memories because, I mean, yeah, the Wii picked up because it was used as like a home. It was everyone's mum bought it for Wii Fit and everything. That was what made that console such a killer machine. It sold so many units. But yeah, the GameCube wasn't the biggest selling console of its generation, nor was the N64, and they're still going strong with good first-party games and still some decent exclusive third-party support.
Also, since Zelda came out, they've been selling 6 times as many Wii U's, which means that they sell 6 a year rather than 1.
Have you
Is
got
this
the
what
only
the
one?
Wii-
Is that?
I have one.
To-
No, wait.
Toby.
I have 2 friends. 2 friends who have them, and we just send each other sad messages all day. It's like, do you know anyone
I
else?
was Toby's actually really good at drawing, so his messages, like, he says they're sad, but they're actually like these like artistic masterpieces. And then his friends probably get them and are like, I can't compete with that, so they don't reply.
Which is why they're sad.
I could just imagine a little white figure sitting like in this shadowy realm, and it just says Nintendo Online.
Have you heard actually they're willing to do like cross-platform play with the Wii U now?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, they're saying that Wii U can now do cross-platform with other consoles. I imagine other consoles will be like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
But, you know.
fuck off Nintendo.
I think that's the thing. I think that's always kind of that. There's been that kind of gap in the market now that people kind of consider the 360, you know, and the PlayStation to be the core machines, and they've always kind of said that for ages. They said the GameCube was a kiddie machine, but I remember playing Eternal Darkness, and that is not a kiddie game. Same with the Resident Evil remakes and
my head
the
fell
Metal Gear
off.
Solid remake and stuff. Those were
I was gonna say,
quality games.
Twin Snakes is literally the best Metal Gear Solid game, like hands down.
Took
and
all
it's
the good stuff from Metal Gear 2, from Solid 2, and stuck it all in one. Without riding.
which just exactly, no riding.
It's all the good stuff.
I don't think cross-platform's ever going to happen, though.
Although I mean, we did have it. We had one time at the beginning of this generation. We've had a few sort of PC to Xbox platforms, and then they just.
Well, I think because it makes sense for
Shadowrun
Microsoft
FPS
to do PC
Shadow.
to Xbox, but I don't see it being in like Sony or Microsoft's interest to do any kind of cross-platform there, because like, oh yeah, you can buy the game on PlayStation and play it with Xbox people. It's like, no, buy a fucking Xbox and play it with your Xbox friends. Like, that's what they're going to want. They're going to want more sales of their console. They're not going to want to encourage sales on the other console. It's kind of like,
I get the feeling
even if
it's more.
it works the other way around.
I get the feeling it's more for like third-party people though. Like I want to be able to play that new Splinter Cell shit list with my Xbox friends, and I don't want to have to deal with that.
So you should buy like an Xbox One.
No, never. I don't have money.
Fine, I'll just play by myself on like 22nd November. I have 22nd November off. I'm just going to be.
You'd be downloading.
I'm sorry.
That day.
Oh, I've got like a
I-
download code for Forza for free, and I have to like sit and wait for that to download.
Did anyone
It's
see
gonna
there
be
was?
free.
Anyone see it was up for like 10 minutes or so, and I just happened to catch it. The OXM posted an article on their website to say that Forza 5, that the driver tile will play the campaign for you, and then they were like, I was like, that's got to be a joke. And then all of a sudden they went, we're really sorry, we've just been trolled. That is not a real article.
Yeah.
they were convinced that they made the driver tile so it plays the single player campaign as well.
Yeah, and then I think someone replied and was like, "That's not right," and they were like, "Yeah, oops," and then quickly deleted it, and then we're like, "Sorry, everyone."
I emailed the link to myself because I thought it was really. I was like, share that with my email, and then I went to click it later. Like, oh, it's gone now. So,
To be fair,
What I can
like
tell
in the
you
old
this is that
Forzas,
you and me both. I was gonna say you
What?
and me both spend too much time on Twitter to have seen that. That's depressing.
I don't see anything.
I have 12 followers as well. I don't know why I spend too much time on Twitter because no one gives a shit.
At least it's one of those things with Twitter that I find that it's one of the you kind of like sit there shouting in the darkness for a while, and then all of a sudden someone goes, "Hello." Oh right.
Yeah.
It's not just like a really angry blogger. I'm sitting on my own, just going, "I fucking hate everyone." Oh.
Sam
The weird thing is when you and then you sort of think that you're completely anonymous, you can mention something. I mentioned something about Peter Molyneux, and 22 cans came back and went, "Oh, that's mean." I was like, "Oi, slack it off your boss. Can you go away, please?"
To be fair, though, that's because Peter Molyneux has nothing better to do than to sit and watch.
Genuinely, they
And
contacted me and asked if I made a video about why Peter Molyneux sucks, and they phoned me and asked if they could crib my notes for his
Yeah, I
PAX
saw
Prime
this.
speech. So all those kind of points where he said why he was rubbish.
Why can I just imagine
They
him?
apparently they were cribbed off my video.
I can just imagine him sitting back in his chair. I should make a social network experience.
That's it.
Oh, it's quite cute. The stream has just gone, "Oh, you've got 16 people watching this stream. So this stream through you guys is more popular than my Twitter. So I'm just gonna It's okay. It's fine. I have Facebook friends. That's all I need.
Hey, we can share your Facebook if you want.
No.
Be in my Google Plus circles. I have no one in my Google Plus.
No
Have a
one's on
Plus?
Google Plus.
I went on it in the beta.
No, I don't have
anyone,
Google Plus.
anyone in the chat? Does anyone use Google Plus? When now YouTube are forcing it upon you, now Google are kind of forcing that on there. Is everyone on
Yeah,
there?
no. Whenever I sign into YouTube, they're like, "Oh, and you can use your Google Plus name," and I'm like, I don't want Google Plus.
And
Yeah, I don't want
don't do
people
it.
knowing
It fucks everything up because they try to force it on me once, and I was like, okay, let's try it out. It disconnected the. I couldn't log in from my phone. It wouldn't. It disconnected from my Twitter, even though it said it wasn't. I couldn't find my messages anywhere. I was like, what have you done with this website? And then the same thing
To be
again.
fair-
Only today they tried it again. I was like, okay, let's see if they fixed it. Oh no, disconnected everything again.
To be fair, dude, to get to my YouTube inbox, I have to actually manually type in /inbox. I don't know what the fuck they've done to YouTube.
No, I've got it as a shortcut in my taskbar.
That's smart. I should do that. I should
Oh,
definitely do that.
technology.
I just leave Google Plus alone.
So
it
do we
brightens
intend to discuss topical issues, or are we just gonna talk?
We'll see how these go. But yeah, a little bit of it.
We're gonna talk. I'm gonna drink cider.
We're professionals.
gonna
That
be
sounds
great.
like some good streaming.
God damn it, we're professionals.
Well, it's been a weird one because I think it's that kind of I think it's the lull before the storm because obviously the next gen sort of explosion is just about to happen and everything's gone a little bit quiet on the sort of the PR front. Even though I know that a few weeks ago I mentioned about it that that Phil Harrison from Xbox just popped out of nowhere and released about 50 press conferences going Xbox is awesome and you're gay if you don't buy it and then running away again.
That's pretty much how it's going. This is gonna be a lull though now because it's literally PS4 and Xbox releases is less than a month away. They're not going to be announcing anything huge other than buy an Xbox or buy a PS4.
Yeah, and then go. Are there any games? No, they've all been pushed back to 2014. Enjoy.
Yes! Capitalism!
You can play the new Call of Duty.
Oh, don't.
Please.
I don't think I've never played a Call of Duty game.
You've never played a
So-
Call of Duty game.
I think I played Call of Duty 4 once at a LAN party, and I
Oh,
spent
you should
the
do
time.
it. It's great.
You've
What happens is
lived
you
a
sit
good
there with a
life.
headset on and a load of small children say how many times they fucked your mum. It's amazing. That's it, isn't
Okay.
it? That's pretty much the gameplay, I think.
I
So
am
it's like, I
convinced.
fucked your mum 2013. That's basically what it's
yeah,
called.
basically.
I just love that people pay 50 quid a year to have that same experience.
Yeah, but they
It's-
don't even do that because there's all that DLC crap as well.
Sorry, 100 quid a year. Kill me.
I'm-
When
I'm
they
gonna-
did the Elite came out and they were like £40 a year for Elite, I was like, are you shitting me? What do you get? Map packs. Okay. And then they went,
Early!
Elite is now free, and you go, wow. The map packs you have to pay for separately. And then I looked at it and I was like, the map packs now cost like £5 more than they did under the Elite subscription.
See, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I assume DLC.
Yes.
Oh no, isn't Elite like a social network as well?
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to get
Ugh.
my campaign to get the
I would have
Corgi
thought the Call of Duty
DLC.
cycle,
Sorry.
the Call of Duty cycles, is it long enough to have DLC? It's like a year.
Yeah, map
Yeah.
packs, man.
In fact, I think they have like DLC even before the game is out. There is DLC because they're like
Yeah,
game with
that's modern-
exclusive
that's modern
content,
game.
and it's
Yeah, that's
kind of
just
DLC.
games.
Yeah,
That's just where
Sorry,
games
it's-
are now.
it's 2013. Capcom exists. Fuck.
Sims 4 just got advertised that they're pushing it back to next autumn, and they've said
Good.
pre-order now to get the special edition with extra DLC. And I'm like, it's out next autumn.
Bye now!
And
Bye
they're
bye
asking you
bye!
Now, pay now, £60 for the digital deluxe edition.
Buyer's remorse, what's that? You don't know. Bye bye bye.
And their main advertising point is kind of, honestly, it's not always online like SimCity was. Now buy.
Holy
I
shit!
met a
have
guy
you
the other
seen-
day who played that.
Okay, cool.
Who played
Have you
SimCity. He was legit, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I play SimCity," and I was like, "What? Since it came out?" He was like, "Yeah, the new game is great, except that their DLC is shit." I'm like, "Well, obviously," but he doesn't play it online. I'm like, "Oh, so do you play with other people?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't know what their online features are about. You know, all this shit that they tried to like advertise as being great about it, that you could connect with other cities." He's like, "I only play single player."
To be fair, all
So I
that
assume-
means is that you can't call your town like Fagtown. That's literally all it is.
Is that your town, Toby? Yeah, you from Fagtown?
I am indeed from Fagtown, Fagtown, USA.
I am from Dickfort.
I'm from Cornwall. I don't think that's better. And I'm not even from there. That's where I live.
To be fair, I am from here, and it's horrid.
It's a weird fact. I find the weird thing about Cornwall is that in French it's considered a country grammatically, which is really weird.
It's the same thing as Brittany, but that's a.
It's actually in
Yeah.
fact, funnily enough, a lot of the stuff you look around all the stuff and go, oh, it's all in like almost Briton, all the signs and stuff.
Does that mean in the news we're going to see like Cornwall files for independence from the UK?
Wasn't that a
would
thing
be
already?
so funny.
To be fair, Fran, that is a thing already.
Well, you know, I'm
You're already
I'm
putting
from
mines along the
Scotland.
lines of Devon.
I don't sound it, but I'm from Scotland where independence. Oh God, if it happens, just no, Scotland.
What do you mean?
Please stop.
You mean if Sean Connery wins?
Oh, no, it's
volcano.
It's hilarious.
It's all
Scotland
coming
is all like,
together.
yeah, we can be independent. People will come here for tourism and oil. And it's like, number one, we're running out of oil. Number two, who the fuck comes to Scotland?
Number
Other
three,
than,
we're
like-
charging you for the oil platform since it's ours. That's what they go.
See,
yeah,
I hope independence doesn't happen. But I know some people who want it to happen, and every time they say that, I laugh. They're like, Scotland should be independent. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, and if
Tell
you
me another
found your own
joke.
seam of diamonds underneath Arbroath or somewhere, you'd be absolutely fine. But you're not. Sorry.
But you have to say it properly. It's Arbroath. Arbroath. You have to talk like you're Fife. I'm actually Fife, which is where Arbroath fucking is. So, yeah.
Hey, that was a random guess. Actually, that wasn't a guess, just a coincidence.
I just know that if Scotland got its independence, Northern Ireland would be the next one, and then we're doomed.
They took your flag.
They took our
People would
flag!
almost be able. People would almost
did
have
you
the
guys-
liberty we've denied them.
Did you guys see the whole kerfuffle that Total Biscuit caused this week
Oh,
The Gary's, the day one.
with Gary's whatever it was, day one
Gary's.
Gary's incident,
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair
God.
Gary's
and he was like,
the internet.
yeah, oh God, I feel bad for the day one developers. I think they've kind of taken their foot and shoved it so far into their mouth that it's come out the other side.
Yeah, they really, the first thing they should have done is gone, oh, we've made a terrible mistake. And they're like, yeah, well, he monetized that review copy we gave him. What do you think? What?
It is his
Yeah,
job,
it's
right?
like-
Isn't that how review media works?
He explained to you in an email what he was going to do with it. He even showed us the email that he explained it in full detail, that he was going to use it, and he was part of a network, and it's okay. But no.
But the funny thing is that there's loads of videos that are monetized. I don't know if I even pointed out. Here's loads of videos that are monetized and taking the piss out of this game. Here's the top ranking review, panning it, taken out. Like, oh,
No, it was brilliant. It's like somehow Gary's incident. The developers somehow thought that people who review this don't do that as a job. They just do it for fun because they can. It was just and then they posted on their Facebook being like, "We're sorry. Please don't be mad at us." I was like, "Oh man, this is far too late. You've
it's like they've got
shot
two
yourself
options
in the
now.
foot."
They need to be like really open and just say we clearly misunderstood that law and we apologize, blah, blah, blah. Or they come out and they go, yeah, bring it, Baldy. See how that goes, because that would be quite funny.
That would be brilliant.
Take on TB. Hashtag.
That's the funny thing, because there's a comment here in the commentary about obviously that a lot of people, TB's a bit divisive because he enjoys being a supercilious prick. That's how he gets off. He enjoys it.
Yeah.
He likes being patronising. That's how he rolls.
And that's why most of his videos are like they don't show his face because you don't know what he's doing behind camera.
Mm.
Probably pride
You're ill,
stroking his
Fran.
beard. Just I'm
Just like
a
this.
genius of the modern era.
Fuck.
It's like,
And he's just like this going,
it's a lot-
fuck anyone who tells me what I say is wrong. Fuck you and your, I don't know, freedom of speech bullshit or whatever. Whatever he talks about. I don't watch that much Total
I know.
Biscuit.
So
I only have issues with him because of the Dark Souls thing. That's it.
what's the Dark
That's
Souls
my only
thing?
beef. Oh, dude, he completely panned Dark Souls. Like, it was so unpopular as a video that he made a retraction on New Year's Eve where he was clearly a little bit drunk. He was just like, I'm sorry, Dark Souls fans. I guess I'm just not very good.
I'm in fun of your child.
that does raise a good question though. When it comes to reviews, there's been a lot of arguments to like, what is an objective review, when an objective review is okay, when a point's subjective and when it's objective. It's kind of like, because when it comes to like Dark Souls, you can't review an incredibly hard RPG and go, this RPG is really hard. And you go, what is it? Is it a hard RPG? Well, as a hard RPG, it's really, really good. If you're looking, if you're looking for something else, it's not. That's not it. And but because a lot of people get really, really pissy with reviews they don't like.
Oh yeah.
Well, oh my god, did you guys see what happened?
We know that.
Yeah, with did you guys see what happened with the GameSpot GTA thing?
Yeah, I did a video on it. That
Man, it was disgusting. Like, not the review, the backlash. I just want to clarify that.
Actually, just for the sake of interest, I'm just going to go through my comment section because there's a lot of them. People just going. It's just the amount of times that people had exactly the same thing to say, and it was really weird.
How dare you make fun of something I've never played?
Well, that was the one thing. I was like, you actually can't physically have played this game. That's impossible. But also, you know, who are you kidding? But you go through this comment. Okay, just go through the comments. It's a man. It's a fucking man. God, you're such a pussy licker. Go home and understand women.
Pussy licker.
That is hilarious, isn't it? Just like guilty. It's like I'm so offended by that.
Oh, YouTube.
But there's loads of them. And you kind of go, what? Stop saying it's a she. Oh my god, it's a guy, a gay one. And I'm like, okay, I get it that she's transgender. And I know that a lot of people might have an acceptance issue with that, and it's confusing and weird. I find if you feel that and you find that really confusing, you know, that's fine. You haven't experienced those people, but they are human beings. Not to go, yeah, but so fine. Say I think their feminist rhetoric was absolute bullshit and wasn't actually reflective, because if you said it's incredibly misogynistic, 9, well then how much do you care about misogyny? If that's one of your own 2 negative points, you could argue that the review wasn't that well thought out. But all of the comments have been about that fucking tranny, and it's like, I don't understand your thing.
If their subjective experience of the game was negatively impacted by things, they're a reviewer. It's their like this is what they have to do. Like if they didn't enjoy something, they can't be like, it was pretty great, 10 out of 10. Unless you're IGN.
So did you have one of these situations where you said like a he was a she or a she was a he, and people were like,
well, the reviewer of the GTA Online from GameSpot, Carolyn Pettit, is a transgendered woman. So was born a man, it lives.
Yeah. So they picked up on the fact that it wasn't what you said. It was
she.
what
I refer to the video title as "A Woman Has an Opinion." Oh my god, burn her. And I didn't mention anything about the fact that she's transgendered. I just left the fact. I just said that people are going mental at this woman for her review. And like most of the comments, some people were going, oh, to be fair, her review was bullshit. And you go, fair enough. You think her review's bullshit? Leave a comment to say, I think this review's bullshit. By all means. Argue the points with your mates or with whoever wants to listen, fine. But the difference is, I said, the problem is that when you start harassing this person and start abusing them because they're a woman or because they're a transgendered woman, it's like, there's no good reason to do that. If you don't like their opinion, then argue on the grounds of their opinion. But at the same time, I found it hard to understand that a lot of people were saying that it can't be a valid review because they disagree with it, because it was feminist, because it was a feminist review. And I was like, can it not be a feminist review?
Well, it's their, as I've said, it's their subjective opinion. Who cares if it's a feminist review?
Yeah, and they're like, this same person gave Gone Home more points. Maybe they enjoyed Gone Home more. Yeah,
it's their fucking job. If you don't like it, go to fucking somewhere else. What's the problem?
No, I think that's a problem with game review as a whole. I mean, as me and Toby do that through the killer bits, that people need to realize that when you review something, you're giving an opinion, and yes, like you'll have played a lot of stuff, so you've got a lot to compare it to. But at the same time, it's still just what you think of the game. You may disagree with me, and that's fine. Like if you like a game, fair enough, but this is what I think, and I'm telling you guys that, and maybe you can use that to judge whether or not you buy something. You can compare it to other people's opinions and see if there's a general consensus, but don't, I don't know, have a go at me because I didn't like something or did like something.
Why do gamers get so like defensive of shit that they like? People can like whatever they like, right?
I think
Yeah, there's definitely a case because there are situations where developers and companies are dicks to their consumers, and then they go, "Oh, you're an entitled gamer." It's like, no, you treat me like a piece of crap. I called you an asshole.
Have
That's
you-
not me being entitled. That's you being a prick and me calling you on it.
have you
But then there's
ever,
cases where someone says, personally, don't really like the Kirby games, and then people go, "No, you don't like fucking Kirby." You go,
I once
Yeah,
Kirby's
how
a
dare you?
problem.
Kirby's adorable.
I was
I'm trying to
once
think of
taught-
actually no, I actually quite like the Kirby games. I didn't want to say a game I didn't actually like.
Yeah, Chris, what the fuck is wrong with you, Kirby? Seriously?
You hate happiness?
If you were here, we
He's
would
a
have to take
cannibal.
this outside
He's an
and like
evil,
fight.
evil pink cannibal.
I had a one situation where I was talking to my friend who plays League of Legends. I'm sure you've heard of that everywhere. He was talking about it, and I said, "Well, so does the more complicated version," and he went into a half-hour rant.
Shit.
I actually no. As someone who does play League of Legends, I can concede that because Dota, you don't have your whole recall button, you don't have denials of creeps. There are extra levels to the
But
whole gameplay
he
in Dota too.
refused-
I've played it a couple times. It's not my kind of
You-
cup of tea,
It's
but you do
chess
have
and
to
drama.
like.
He was like,
There
"There's
is-
nothing to
there is
play
an extra
for."
level. I'll admit that, but
He
that
re-
doesn't make it like that doesn't
Yeah.
mean that League is a simple game. Like
Yeah.
there's so much going on in League, but I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
But people,
yeah.
MOBA communities, just let's not talk about that.
It was the
Have
worst.
you guys
of
seen the
them.
Shrek MOBA?
I want to play
Yeah.
it. Wait, can we play it right now? We're changing the stream. Off. God, sorry.
Oh my
Wait, did you
god.
say like Shrek? Like the green ogre?
Yeah, like Shrek the Green Ogre. It's like Shrek and Naruto and stuff. It's
That-
just some Japanese knockoff game. Fuck, I'll have to show you.
That's awesome. That sounds amazing.
I'm streaming that next
Did you
week.
see?
It's going to go the way of fighting his magic, though. Clearly, it's going to
Oh,
get a
God.
assist.
Did you see
Don't
Heroes
fucking-
of was it Heroes of the Storm got a copyright claim from some gaming company in Finland being like, you can't use that name. That's our name. That happened today. I don't know how that's gonna pan out, but Blizz, I feel like maybe you shouldn't take on Blizz just because you'll be squashed, but at the same time it's quite amusing.
That game has changed names so many times.
Okay, I've fucking hell. I found the League of Legends knockoff. I'm going to post it in the chat because I finally managed to get. No, fuck off, Twitch. Sorry. Ignore me.
It's great because we
Better than
don't.
Shrek 2. There's better than Shrek 2, the video game. So
Holy shit.
I actually
You
like
guys ever
Shrek
played
too.
Shrek and Roll?
No.
No.
I played a Shrek game on like some Game Boy Advanced emulator thing that my dad brought back from like the Middle East, and it had like it was like 99 games in one, and one of them was like the Shrek game, and it was actually
Was
pretty
it spelled
fun.
like
it was like a
Shriek?
platformer.
Shriek.
Yeah, Shriek.
Ogre jumping quest, go!
Was it a bit ogre blown?
Oh.
Oh no!
No, Toby, just no.
You could tell.
Okay, I've posted the fucking lol knockoff in the chat for anyone.
Nice.
Well,
It's just come up in the comments. Did anyone see the new Battlefield 4 video?
Oh god.
I
You mean
saw-
Battlefield no colors?
I saw
Yeah.
a bit of building blowing up, and then I was like, I've seen
You didn't see
everything.
the punching the dog? That was the one funny thing that was brought up in here. They literally had them punching an Alsatian in the face. Which I thought was which is like so typical. Like when DICE did this last time around with Battlefield 3. They were like, "Yeah, fuck Call of Duty." Then they were like, "We're not competing with them directly. It's not the same thing."
But it's brilliant because Peter, you know how they made that like Pokemon game
Yeah, and
earlier
Yeah.
in this year? They can do the same with Battlefield. It's going to be
Dude,
brilliant. Like
they
people are going
already
to
did
think
it
like,
for-
"What the fuck is wrong with you?" As they
They
always
already
do.
did it
But
for Battlefield 3 when you've got to stab that rat in the campaign. Peter were all over that shit.
I just remember
Yes.
playing the Pokemon one where you were like injecting Tepig with like needles and stuff, and then they showed you a clip of like animal cruelty to pigs. It was like, oh, well done, you've won a prize, and then you clicked on the prize, and it was like this animal cruelty video. It was like it's quite horrific. I was a bit like,
was the one with
here, and then I was like,
Mario.
Nintendo are not going to be happy with this.
chasing
Oh.
Tanukis to skin them.
That was amazing, to be fair.
Did anyone see the Cooking Mama one for Thanksgiving? It was just like, no.
Yes! Oh my
It
god.
was like, rip the birds off the feather, drain the blood, put the blood on the turkey.
See, I would love Cooking Mama to be more like that,
Just
but
brutal
that's because I'm
slaughter.
ill.
No,
I think that there should be like an abattoir papa.
Just like Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah, exactly like that, except, you know, with gameplay.
Okay, how does this work? I thought
Surgeon Simulator is really fun if you play it as a 2-player game, where one person has like the mouse and the other person has the other controls. So that it's like one person is like picking up the items and the other person is controlling it. It makes it super difficult.
Game's
Play
already
it as
super
2-player and it's actually fun.
Have you played the add-on where it's in space and all your tools are floating around you?
What?
That's
No?
amazing.
It's too much
Is that
pressure.
real life? That's awesome.
It's just like,
Shit.
What is that? Is that an Explorer game or is that?
no, it's a full-on Steam title now. They have a Team Fortress one and
Oh.
everything.
Did anyone see the add-on for Shadow Warrior where you got to clean up after
Yeah.
Lo Wang?
Oh god. Yeah, I did see that. Like, you got a mop and bucket, right?
Yeah, you have to like pick up all the heads and like mop the floors and like put all the body parts in incinerators and stuff.
We were gonna like
Fucking hell.
we were gonna make a video of that like on my channel, and then we just like, you know what? I don't think people want to watch this. Let's see how
I
Sam
can imagine it
cleans.
wearing thin after a while, but the original novelty sounds amazing.
Oh yeah, we played it for like half an hour, and we are like, you know what? This is like real life. Why don't we do that instead? No.
Dude, I remember playing Street Cleaning Simulator for literally like 6 hours in a row and just being like, what have I done?
That game's
What is this?
that game's amazing. You can do like a crab walk on just walking down the street. And
Oh, God.
you've got the mods to like pimp it out or give it hydraulics, so it just makes it the best game ever made.
It's weird how much I love that game. I
Farming's-
stop talking about it every time I have a conversation.
Farming Simulator came out on
Street
Xbox.
Cleaner or Dark Souls?
He doesn't know how to
I
feel.
don't-
Farming Simulator
Fran,
came
I
out
don't-
on
I don't-
Xbox recently. Did you know that?
It's Germany's best-selling game.
Because
Good for Germany.
I mean,
Take that, COD.
Take that, FIFA. Apparently that's like Europe's best-selling game.
to be
That's why
fair,
they bundled
Um,
it with the Xbox One.
to be fair, they
Mm.
did like all you do is make cornfields and then you race in the cornfields in your tractor.
I was gonna say it's got multiplayer. Have you seen like the joust videos and stuff for that? Combine harvester jousting. It's amazing.
This is-
Apparently,
No,
according to the chat, it is actually one of the most best-selling games in Finland at the minute as well.
Now the best
Fuck.
part though is when you play with someone who takes the game seriously. So if you have a group play and one of you is taking the game seriously and they're like plowing the field and they're driving in a perfectly straight line and then you just like drive straight across the field, do like a donut and then like drive off, detach your plow and then get the seed thing. Like it's just like you can create so much rage from people who
Dude, I
take
was
this
gonna
game
you
seriously.
could,
One time I harvested crops just in the shape of a dick. It was the
It's called
best day
circles.
of my life.
That is a great idea. Trolling people with crop circles.
I think I would just
Fuck.
I would just come in on my lawnmower and just ruin all the crops and be like, "Hey, Mom, farm!"
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a genius idea. MLG farming. That would be.
Oh my god. All the MLG videos that have come out of farming simulator are literally too good. Like 360 no scope fucking combine harvesting.
Watch me feed the
I
chickens.
think it's a game designed for. It's a game designed for people with OCD, isn't it?
Completely.
It's for when Truck Simulator just can't cut it for you.
Well, Euro Truck Simulator is apparently amazing. Like, I don't think I've played a game with simulator in the name since I was like a child, but I have heard that Euro Truck Simulator is like actually fun.
I keep getting told that, but no.
Whenever I hear about simulation, all I think about is when I was at school. I had a friend whose dad was really into the flight simulators, and one of the early the early kind of like PCs. In the early nights, he had a big joystick and a special keyboard, and he'd sit there and he'd spend all night flying to New York.
Yeah, they used to do it in
Press forward.
1-to-1
Oh.
speed, didn't they?
Yeah, so the people would literally they'd set their flight plan, they do their fuel, and then they would do a flight and land, and then that would be their thing. It's like, go be a pilot. Seriously, with that there's no actual entertainment there at all. And you're not even risking your own life.
Well, you know, maybe
Fucking hell.
he had glasses and If you have glasses, you can't fly planes. It's like one of those like
Weeps.
unfair
He slowly
rules of the
weeps
world.
while holding down W.
Yeah, just like dripping out of his glasses like these
It's like-
these tears.
It may be that person's son then went on to write Dear Esther. Maybe that was what that was all about.
Oh,
Shit. Lovely to hold W.
I like looking at sand
Oh.
and rocks.
I like the sort of Stanley's Parable has kind of taken what Dear Esther is and gone, let's make it enjoyable. Let's make it
That's the
into a
thing,
fun thing.
It was such a good Half-Life 2 mod, and I'm glad that it's doing well, but it's not game.
No, it's. I think I did see Toby's made an interesting comment about it. I think he's called it like a virtual installation,
Mm.
Oh yeah.
which I think is as good a description as I can come up with. I can't come up with a better description than that. That's it is. It's kind of a museum piece with narrative and weird stuff going on, and you're just walking around.
It's like when you go to the fucking Thames Gallery and you get bored for an hour and a half, but you laugh. It's good. It's good feelings.
I love the button that like there's a room full of buttons and you press on and it's like, that's what 95% of sexual predators would press. And you're like, what?
They've having to censor that game actually. They had to release it today that there's one of those kind of option things where it was a guy about giving cigarettes to little African children, or burning all of them within a 30-kilometer radius. That was his choice.
And they had to censor it.
And then it was a photo of a little African boy in shorts being given a cigarette, having it lit for him by this white guy. And of course, it caused so much effect. People were like sending them emails going, "I'm so offended by this." I kind of think that people who probably were offended probably didn't actually play the game. Because I think anyone who's playing that game for that length of time and saw that probably would have gone, that's really fucked up.
Did you guys not
I think
press
if
the
you-
compliment button?
I think if you make games or talk about games on the internet, people are going to be offended regardless of what you say. Like you could say only nice things, and people would be like, "I'm so offended by that.
Yeah, they'll say
Like you
you're a
like this
fanboy."
game? How dare you?"
Fanboys, so
Oh.
that's a word. I mean, like there are fanboys out there. There are people like they'll I agree with every opinion you've got, other than this one. Okay.
See, and you'll probably get people who out there who are like, "He said fanboys. That's sexist."
Oh, I've never heard that one. That's gonna be good when we come into that.
I actually have in the past tried to say fanboy or girl, but it doesn't really work.
Well, surely it's fan person.
Fan person.
Fan
Fan
person.
Fan individual.
Fan people.
We just say twat. That word just covers it. It's a nice.
To be fair, if you like anything without actually looking at like the quality of each thing, you're a dick.
Fan humans. Comments got there. That's a good one. Fan
The
human.
thing is that, but you say fanny. You say fan person. That just sounds like they're your slave who's
Yeah.
there to like fan
Fan
you
me, fan person.
when it's sunny.
I think.
Yeah, but Tumblr doesn't get upset, so it's okay.
Tumblr gets
there are
upset
some-
over
there are
everything.
some- There are some things that I totally understand the whole idea of being like nice to people and not being prejudiced or abused, but sometimes they kind of go, "Whoa, what the fuck are you talking about?" Someone actually came to one of my videos once and said I was doing a video about Anita Sarkeesian. It was a long-winded discussion, and in one point I mentioned that being heterosexual monogamy was considered the societal standard, and someone came up and said, "You fucking bigot." I went, "What?" I went,
Dude, I
"It is though. How dare you say that? It's not." So I was like,
Well, it is.
but the majority of people practice monogamy. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that anyone's better or worse. And then they were like, "You're a bigot and hate monogamy." I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, if any gay people saw this, they'd feel like, none of my gay friends are in any way offended by this. What are you talking about? They were getting so angry about it that I happened to mention it. I was like, well, sorry. And then they kind of go, "How dare you? 43% of gamers are girls." And I went, okay, well, 57, and then in that case, the majority are men. No, they're not.
Also,
By your own
that
statistics.
statistic includes people who play like little games on their phone. Like my mom, she plays Candy Crush to death, and she would be included in that statistic as a gamer. And I mean, admittedly, I once convinced her to play GTA, and it was hilarious. But she has like zero interest in video games beyond what she can play on her phone with a screen so big that she can actually see it.
Fuck, I love like parents playing GTA, like driving in traffic.
I think my first
And obeying the
They-
rules.
they-
Go back
handle
and
not
play
doing
LA
it.
Noire,
Like-
you square.
my first experience of my parents seeing when I played, my dad got a PS3 and he got Fallout 3 with it. And my mum was sitting
Mm.
there and she's like, "Oh, I want to watch this play. I want to hang out." And one of the slaves ran up to me And he was like, "Can you get this collar off me?" And I didn't have any science. I was like, "Oh, I'll jam a screwdriver in there, I guess." And then her head exploded, and my mum screamed. Like,
Was she just impressed that Liam Neeson was in it?
she was very
Just
impressed.
like, oh.
Of course, Liam Neeson. He's a nice man. He's from here.
Have you played the Ellen Page simulator?
Oh, God. Well, no one plays that. People watch it, right?
It's like a
it annoys
movie.
me because it's such a massively wasted opportunity. There could be so many good things with that game,
But there isn't.
and
But
every
instead it's
time
what
there's a glimmer of, oh, this could be good, then you go, God, you fucked it up. There's a scene here's not. I'll give you a scene for you. There's a scene where Ellen Page is a tramp, and there's a guy by the side of the road asking, "You want to get some money? I can get you some money." And I thought, okay, he's gonna try and like rape me in an alleyway. I can beat the shit out of him with my psychic pal and rob him, and all the little homeless people can eat. Win. So I decided, yes, I'll go back. And so I went back with him. And then all that happened is that you sort of choke him out and then kick him in the nuts once and then leave him there and don't take his money. And I was like,
Don't I love
If you're gonna steal
my
from anyone-
hobo?
like I was somehow, they think like, ha, you fool. He was a bad person. The nice man offering to take you into the alleyway for money. He totally wasn't creepy. I was like, I gathered that. I to use my judgment. I have like an immortal psychic killing machine
Did he?
that can come along and choke
Oh.
people
Did
to
he
death
sing
or
the?
set them on fire and
did he-
stuff, you know.
Did he sing his friendly hobo song? Don't I love my hobo life?
See-
Stabbing folks with my hobo knife.
Hobo knife.
My favorite part about that game is they were like, you know, this game needs a gratuitous shower scene. People aren't going to edit this or hack the game so that you can see these nipples that we are going to put on this.
Yes, they did that in
this
Heavy Rain already as well. Like it's a big shock. With the most awkward. The only time that I thought that's as awkward as sex could get in a video game until they brought out that Hell and Damnation game. Was it Hell?
Right to hell,
What's the
retribution.
painkiller?
Right to Hell.
Oh, God.
With those awful dry humping scenes. Bow chicka bow bow.
You just
So horrible.
You just got rid of these men that were trying to take advantage of me. Have me.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for saving me from those rapists. You know what I want to do now? Blow you. That's totally reasonable.
God, I can't wait for that game to be a $5 so I can buy it.
But like, oh man, sad games that became a $5. Mirror's Edge.
Oh, someone just reminded me.
That
Back
became
in
a
the
$5
classic.
like within a couple of months.
Oh, someone just reminded me. Did
But
you hear?
no one gave a shit until it was a $5, and then it became a $5, and everyone was like, "This game is great! Oh my god, it's like
love-
parkour in a game."
I got it from the Humble Bundle and give EA any money. I felt very happy
I've got the
about
best
See-
story. Did you hear about David Cage? When he was pitching to Ellen, Page, he had a scrapbook of tons of pictures of her, including pictures when she was like 8 years old, and he was wondering why. He was wondering why she was a little thrown off by it. He's like, "What? I'm
that.
just."
Whoa.
Is David Cage
That's
the guy that
perfectly
shows up at the start of Fahrenheit and is like,
Yes.
this is a movie?
Hello, I am the
Fucking-
director for this film.
Emotion,
You can
So
see the camera
creepy.
with the right stick.
emotion, feelings. David Cage.
He came out at the PlayStation reveal and went, look at the polygon count. With more polygons, we have more emotions. And now we are at the pinnacle of storytelling. And they go, you've still written, you haven't written a better story than Brad. Get over it. Get some decent writers. You know, seriously, turn Breaking Bad into a Telltale game. It will make millions.
Hey, I'll have.
I've just had that idea, and I think I might need to go.
Why did you have to say those words out loud? They'll do it now.
Patent.
You got to make it into a game now.
Yeah,
like,
and
right
it's
now.
definitely to go
You've got to
copyright
just end this
now.
podcast. Just go.
MS
Just
Paint.
go email them and go, Sony.
Do you love me?
See, Sony have to be onto that since they own Breaking Bad. They have to have thought about this. If they haven't, they're
Shit.
failing.
I want
To be fair, okay, if all of us had Xbox Ones right now, Microsoft would already be on it because they'd all know.
Is anyone actually getting an Xbox One on release? Other
No.
than
I don't
just
trust them.
Just,
I just can't trust them.
I hope
I don't really want an NSA listening station in my home.
Well, like your phone, your iPhone. So Apple can listen to you. That's fine.
No, these
Just
things,
not
these
Microsoft.
conversations are perfectly okay being piped into the tomb of Steve Jobs, okay, but Bill Gates, no.
Oh man.
Bill Gates is where
This is
you
gonna
take
be.
it
I'm
too
gonna be
far.
like the only person who
I know
owns an
there's
Xbox One.
there are a lot of people who are interested in buying it. I mean, I did make a lot of videos, but especially at the time when they were just going, "Fuck you, get with the future, enjoy the DRM." And I was like, "No, I'm not happy with that. I am totally not happy with that." And then they kind of like went quiet and went, "Oh, we're sorry. These are some myths that we've dispelled." And they go, "No, they're not myths. They're backpedaling.
You're not
They're
ready
not
for
myths."
this.
Well, you don't know the myth. There's a myth that we always have to have the Kinect turned on all the time. Well, you don't anymore. Like that's not a myth. That was a fact that you've since changed. You can't change a fact. That's like if I'm sitting down, that's a fact. If I'm standing up, the fact that I was sitting down wasn't a myth.
Major Nelson said it must be true.
Oh, and he said, "Oh, that we can't just switch a button and just turn the DRM off." And then like a week later, they were like, "We've turned the DRM
We pressed a
off."
button. Yeah. See, this is the thing. I'm 22, so this is basically the first generation of consoles that I can actually afford to buy on release date. And I got like the university was like, "Huh, you're kind of clever. Have some money." So I was like, "Well, I'm going to spend this on a gaming console," and I went with the Xbox One. So like, I'm actually getting a release console like for the first time ever, and I'm super
You
excited.
get the day one achievement.
I know. I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you, bitches." I don't give a shit about gamer score. Like I have 8,000 gamer score, and I probably have about 40 odd games.
Get
on my
off this
Xbox. Like,
podcast.
that's really bad. I get about 20% of achievements by those standards. But like, whenever anyone comes on, I'll be like, "Do you have this achievement? Day one."
And then
You don't even
next
get
they
it on
will
day
have
one.
stuff like, "Did you do your fancy football?" Blink. Achievement.
Shit. Sports, TV. Oh.
It's the funniest
TV,
video ever.
TV,
No,
sports.
what?
You got a dog. Call of Duty.
Water cooler.
Call of Duty.
Oh, that
Fuck.
I was about to
reveal
say
was the
Duty.
biggest.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty dog.
Dogs! They took your dogs!
It took my
I
dog.
can't wait for what. I can't wait for Watch Dogs.
Watch
It really
Dogs.
annoys me. I keep saying
Such
Watchman
back.
on video. I keep saying Watchman instead of Watch Dogs.
It's probably going to
But
be.
Watchmen is also awesome.
Watchman's
Yeah, I watched
probably
your
better.
top 10 biggest dickheads thing, and I was like, Watchmen?
Yeah, I know. And then I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch!" And then I forgot.
Because
To
I thought you were talking about that weird episodic game they did, and I was like, they're making another?
There was. Oh, I really
Oh
liked
yeah, that was dreadful.
I
I
liked
could have said
it.
that. I was like, "Oh," then someone in the comments was like, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to Watchmen too." I was like, "Oh, you bastard! Yeah, okay, fine, you got me. Slip of the tongue."
This
Completely
is-
didn't
that's-
miss it.
That's part of like making. I think I called like Lightning's Return, Lightning's Revenge. Like as if you're gonna come along and like just beat the shit out
No,
of
no, the
everyone.
revenge is it's the corridor's revenge.
Fuck. To be fair, that game does look a lot.
It does look way better than Final Fantasy 13, to be honest.
But then again, I've like passed turds that have looked better than that game.
We were doing a
Actually,
load of like just because I'm a this doesn't mean I'm a that thing on a podcast a little while ago, and someone said just because I've played Final Fantasy 13 doesn't make me a corridor.
It's so bad because I never played any other Final Fantasy and I played it first and I was just playing. I don't see why people are
Whoa.
complaining. And then I played the
Whoa.
other.
See, no, I
Toby,
as much
I
as
love
everyone
you.
hates it, I did enjoy Final Fantasy 13. Like, I know you have to understand that the battle system is going to be different in every single game, so just accept it and move on.
I'm not
with your
bothered about the
life.
battle system. I'm
It's the
bothered
first-
about the lack of open world game.
Oh, of course, I think I got 14, 15 hours in before I had an option of if I wanted to actually follow the linear story or if I wanted to do something else. It's like, it's not great. Like the fact that you have to actually play at least a game's worth of content
I
before
want
you
an
can actually
airship
start.
and I want to be able to fly around. That's what I want.
Oh, you should play
13's
GTA then.
Not 13's not an RPG. There, I said it.
Oh, come on, Toby.
There's
do
a
it.
contentious point.
Come on, you can do it. Let the rage
It just
flow
made
through
it
you.
me upset.
I love it.
As opposed
The
to
comments,
14, which
I love
is
it. You mentioned Final Fantasy. The comments go mental because one thing, yeah, play Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, Xenoblade's awesome. And then
Oh.
you got play Final Fantasy 10. Final Fantasy 10. Don't play Final Fantasy 10.
Did you guys play
Oh, Final
Xenogears?
Fantasy's 10 battle system is weird.
Dude, Xenogears is
that's it.
amazing.
I like Xenogears.
The weird, I liked but sort of hated 12's battle system where you could just set up all the what were they called? What were they called gambits?
Oh.
Were they? You set them all up and just
Yeah.
let them run. You could just literally just like I could sit there once and just watched it like a game. It was just like just watch a film. Just literally sat there. Okay, right. You hit the thing with the biggest HP. You heal everything. You cast Berserk on him. You do this. Blah, and I just sat there and just watched it.
For me, I think 12 was where the haircuts started becoming more important than the gameplay. I couldn't deal with that.
The cloud effect.
Yeah. Has anyone actually played 14? You know, the MMO?
Oh, A Realm Reborn. No, nobody's played it.
I've heard it's actually pretty decent quality from what people are playing.
I'm sure it is. Like every other MMO that anyone has ever made that's been decent quality and then becomes free to play and then has microtransactions so they can actually make money.
Capitalism.
When Square do microtransactions, they do them horribly.
You can buy this inappropriately underdressed skin for your character. It's only 20 quid.
That's Team Ninja.
Shit. Oh my god.
I swear to God, I'm half expecting this to be like the Dead or Alive, the Lolita pack.
Oh.
$29.99.
I'd buy that.
It would sell incredibly well.
Yeah.
That's the thing. In 13.2, you get this you can get this skin for Sarah that's like Sarah's beachwear, and she just runs about in a bikini. That's it. But then for some reason,
is that a fake story?
Is it canon? Is it canon?
You can get no Assassin's Creed outfit. Like you can have an Assassin's Creed outfit for Noel in Final Fantasy 13 too. I think once I'm saying multiple numbers after the name of a game, they've gone a bit far, to be honest.
Can't you play in Mass Effect armor? Or am I completely making that up?
You can get like a billion Moogle skins.
You can do that in Dragon Age 2.
And Dead Space 3.
And Dead Space 3.
To be fair, though, if you're playing Dragon Age 2, you should probably already pluck your eyes out.
I was so just actually. Here's a good question, actually, because that was not the most disappointing game of this generation, but it was one of them. Like, what goes money is the most disappointing game of this generation. Because for me, it's Body Count. Because I loved Black. Black is one of the best games on the PS2. And then I got that. Codemasters, the team from Codemasters made it. And one of my colleagues, his friend works for Codemasters and was and I was bitching about this game. And he's like, my mate developed that. And I was like, I'm sorry, mate, it's a piece of shit. And he's like, yeah, he knows. They sacked like 70% of the staff, cut the budget by 90%. That's why the game is so terrible. Like, it's got little promising ideas. Like destructible,
like shredding.
Yeah, you could shred through stuff, but they hadn't got round to having enough money to make the entire thing shreddable.
Shit, I did notice that. Sorry, go on.
Most disappointing game of this generation for me as a generation of consoles. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. That was like the greatest game ever. Oh my god. I own it. I think I want it. Like the fact that I own it, I want to kill myself. Admittedly, I bought it off eBay for like £5.
Okay.
But I then also bought it for a friend as a gift because they were like, "Oh, it can't be that bad." And
why do you hate them?
I'm going to give you this as a present. I don't want to kill yourself.
Fran, I've completed that game.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What?
I spent a couple of years unemployed.
I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Nothing else to do.
I think me and Toby are going to be best friends.
You're going to have to be friends with Sam now because I don't think I can be your friend.
Can we play Dark Souls?
I'm so sorry.
In that game.
I play Dark Souls every day, Sam. Okay. Most disappointing game of the generation, Bionic Commando Rearmed 2.
Oh.
Okay, the first one was perfect, and I really enjoyed Bionic Commando 2010, which I know I'm not allowed to do because I'm a human being. But it was awesome. And then the second one came along and it had a jump button and a stupid mustache. And
I'm not.
What about you, Sam?
I'm not gonna say mine because it was really recent and everybody likes it.
Go on.
What is it?
It's
a disappointment. It's not saying it's the worst game. It's the biggest disappointment.
The Last
it's
of
fine.
Us.
It's not like saying something.
No, that's fine.
I was going to say, it's not like saying something controversial on the internet, but you know.
It was just like, oh my god, this is gonna be like The Walking Dead with gameplay. It was like,
and it turned out to be shit.
It was like, oh hey, a room full of chest-high walls. This is very familiar. I was like,
it's like Gears of War. Or that game. Oh, I did a GameStick review recently that's actually coming out in one of our videos, like in a week.
No spoilers.
And I'll just say Shadowgun, and I'll leave it at that, which is like this Android shooter. I'll not ruin it for the viewers at home.
was like bowel cancer.
that's one for the box art. It's like
The best part was Toby.
The killer
Toby
bit.
was like, it can't be that bad. Toby was like, it can't be that bad. I'm like, play this game. I had to play one mission, and like I spent that entire mission going, when is this mission gonna be over yet? Is this mission gonna be over yet? Oh fuck, this mission isn't over yet. Oh, just you will see. I will say horrible things. It will be great.
I don't know. No, it was yeah. Okay, no spoilers.
I like how we have spoilers for our reviews. That we were like, we're not gonna spoil our reviews. People actually care. Oh, people care.
Nobody cares, Fran. Nobody.
You care
I care.
because you're doing games journalism. So like, you have to care if this is successful.
Actually, there was one game more disappointing than Bionic Commando 2006, or Rearm 2, and that was The Bureau.
Oh.
What a crock.
Oh my god.
That game that was gonna be
I love how
XCOM.
Enemy Unknown they just cobbled together because XCOM fans were like, "You're not making this into a shooter. You're not making this into a third-person shooter."
Yeah.
And so they just sort of knocked out Enemy Unknown. It did really, really well, despite it's got a few AI issues and a few glitches and stuff. But in general, it was high quality.
It was
and then compared
great.
to the Bureau, you go, "Wow, that is a masterpiece compared to the Bureau."
Do you guys still want this? I mean, no. Well, come on.
Seriously, I've actually been using my fucking review copy of The Bureau as a coaster for soup. So now it's ruined. Oh my Christ.
I wiped my.
I'm pretty sure it made me ill.
I wiped my
We
mouth.
don't say these
with
kind of things when I'm
aliens.
drinking.
I then wiped my
This
mouth
is gonna
with
be me
aliens,
speaking.
marines.
Fucking hell, man. Fuck Randy Pitchford. Let's just get that out there.
In fact, what I was saying, fuck Randy Pitchford, that and Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's move from like gaming negatives. Let's go to gaming positives. And what was your best game of the generation, Chris?
Oh, see, the one that still stands out for me that I've had the most fun with is still gonna say it's Fire Emblem on 3DS.
beautiful.
That game steals my life.
Did you spend like 10 hours deciding who should be in a relationship with whom?
Yeah, it's like eugenics, only with it's like chess and eugenics mixed together. What's not to like?
Fucking hell. Isn't that Panzer on PC?
Fair enough. Okay, Sam, top game of this
Kath-
generation.
Catherine. I fucking loved Catherine. I went into it not knowing
What?
anything about it.
So hang on, wait, you've both gone for fucking waifu simulators.
Hey, my waifu's a demon. Shut up.
Your waifu's fucking Cuba, be honest.
No.
it's next gen Cubert.
with you know the guys who did the that anime that everybody likes did it.
Yeah, Clamp. They're amazing. But the game's Cuba.
I know it's cute.
It is.
Oh, but Cubert's adorable. He's all like,
It's Freudian Cubert.
It was just like
No, Catherine's fucking brilliant, not gonna lie.
Actually, you have to say that in all fairness, like if you're gonna go for like AAA titles, the one game that was, I say, a real standout. Not that it was my best game genre, but it's the one that I'm most fond of was when Arkham Asylum first came out.
Shit, that is a great
just
game.
Fuck, you can make a tie-in game that's good. You can take an IP and make a really good game out of it.
And then Arkham City happened, and
and then there's Arkham. What's the latest one? Arkham
Origins.
Origins.
no reviews,
Arkham
please.
something.
That game is I feel really bad because I did a thing on video I did today that WB Montreal came out and said, we've had such a rough time doing this because no one wants to be the team that takes over from Rocksteady. No one wants the person to do the Joker after Mark Hamill stops doing it. No one wants to be no one wants to do a prequel. This is the proper poison chalice and we don't want to mess it up.
Plus, it's got fucking Batgirl in it, and it's been a tough year for Batgirl. Shit.
No. Batman and Batgirl, not Batwoman. How dare they?
Well, okay, she's Batwoman now, Fran. Okay, but she started out as Batgirl. Your Batman knowledge is truly lacking.
get off.
Don't you Bat family?
This
Okay,
is like
Fran,
I had this discussion with someone about Sackboy and Sackgirl on Little Big Planet, and we decided that we were going to be PC and call them like Sack people.
Well, that's what they're called. They're called
They're
Sack
Sack
people.
people. Yeah. So it's not Sackboy, it's Sack person. That's the main character,
it's
Sack person.
It's that way you can get Stephen Fry to only record one line.
Fair enough. Okay, Toby, what was your game of the generation?
Dark Souls next.
Oh no! Why did I even ask you?
I like Toby.
See, I did. I found that my Dark Souls love is immense, but I think definitely with Demon Souls being actually that was my first PS3 game.
Shit, that's a good first PS3 game,
Yeah,
man. Like,
first I bought my PS3 and that.
yeah,
And then I was like, oh my god.
it
I was
is
like,
like
this
the
generation's going to be awesome, and then DLC happened.
oh man, it was like the quintessential PS3 game because everything was grey and a little bit grimy, and you were like, shit, this is back to the way games used to be. And then Uncharted happened, and it's like, wow, that's water physics. Well done.
Do you guys like brown?
Do you like
See-
guns? Do you like brown?
I think the problem with this generation is this generation has been, as some of the other people said, it's been so long, like so
What, 8
long.
years?
But if I'm trying to think of 8 years of gaming and what I've played, but to be honest, what I probably played the most of was Halo 3. Like I played so much
Same
Halo
here.
3, and it's great because it's free on Xbox at the moment. Like it's
I-
their games for gold. This game
I
is like
was-
5 years old or whatever, but
I
it's
was-
free now.
I'm just gonna plug myself. I was a semi-pro player of Halo 3. Wink, wink.
Really?
Yeah,
Who'd you play for?
I played for my town, for my GTW gaming center.
And you were
Holy
semi-pro.
shit!
I played for them.
And you've had sex?
To be fair, I was 16 and you had to be 18 to enter, and I don't think anybody knew.
Aw. No, see, I remember. I
I
remember
got
playing
free
the game with, like,
drink.
my like first ever boyfriend. Like when I'd first entered this gaming, not gaming, this dating scene, like tentatively, and I played Halo 3 with my first ever boyfriend. It was just I played that game so much to the point where like I actively challenge people at it. I'm just like, yeah, we should play Halo 3. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass, and then I beat them like 25-12
Shit,
in
are you one?
player, and I'm
Are
just
you
like,
one of these girl gamers that I've heard so much about, Fran?
no, I'm just a girl.
If someone comes up to you in a bar, you're like, fight me on Halo.
No, someone comes up to me and I'm like, square go, mate. I'm from Scotland. You want to take this outside? That's
Kick your heat in.
I'll kick your
You're
fucking
my
heat in.
saw.
I'll chib you on me. I'll glass you with this ball.
I'll fucking Shrek you.
That's how it goes down, Toby. And
We're-
you should be afraid.
We're not that
I
different.
am.
Scotland's not that different from Northern Ireland. Oh.
Yeah.
We're just angry, angry and drunk.
Just angry that you're not England. That's where it all comes from. It's
Oh,
a deep sense of bitterness.
Chris,
me.
you've gone too far.
Hide!
mate,
I'm going into hiding now.
you should. I'll fucking hunt you down.
Holy shit. Okay. Can I just say, Zol Weol has just brought up God Hand of last gen. Anyone here played God Hand?
Oh, I love
Oh.
God Hand.
Fucking hell, that's a gorge game.
Why has it's so depressing that nothing has been made as a game just to match its like pure depth and
The fucking roulette wheel and the combo customization.
the ridiculous music.
What is that like?
Yeah, oh,
Is that like Remember Me?
fuck.
Die now. I was
Dude, what-
really amused when Remember Me is now free on the PSN, and I was like, oh yeah, now I remember that game.
Kind of funny.
Totally hyped about it.
Do ho 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 ho.
It's just
That was
that's
a good
the thing.
time.
That's one thing, you know, to play kind of like one console versus the other with the Xbox going, you can get Halo 3, which is so old everyone should have it, and then go, what are you giving out this month? Oh, Remember Me. What's the other title they've got out this month? You're getting something else that came out in the last like 6 months.
It's something big.
It is
So
something.
it
I
was-
can't think what it is.
I always look at PS Plus and I'm like, yeah, I would you spend a $5 a month?
I have a PlayStation.
I have.
What?
I have a.
I don't
glo-
have a PlayStation.
I have, a,
Metal Gear Rising.
I have a glorious.
Shit, really?
Yeah, Metal Gear Rising and Remember Me are free.
Oh shit!
Fucking hell.
That's quite. See, we got fucking Halo, and then earlier this month was some kind of.
Assassin's Creed 2 you got as well.
Yeah. To be fair,
I
that's
already
a
own
perfect
both
game.
of
I love
those
that game.
games, Microsoft,
Yes,
and I bought them a long time ago.
I just
Thank
brought
you
up,
so much.
in the comments here that that they're selling Amy for 78p on the PSN.
Right, I'm gonna make a
Shit.
I'm gonna make a confession. I paid full
Mm.
price for Amy when it first came out.
Holy shit.
I was like, survival horror game with this little girl who has special powers. This is gonna be really cute. Oh.
She didn't have special powers, she had special needs, man.
She was autistic. That's the way to go. She's got special. What? Why? Because she's.
Well, she can count real fast. She can tell you what day it was on like March the 17th, 1789.
Shut up, she draws real good.
Fuck.
She's not got good social skills, but she can draw stuff.
Fucking
It's like
hell.
Toby. It's actually Toby.
Wow. Okay, I was gonna make a joke about Heavy Rain Man, but now I'm done.
Jason!
Son.
Jason!
Oh, I'm such a horrible person.
You really
Yeah,
are.
what the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, actually, right now it's gone down to 59p on sale on PlayStation Plus. And the
That's
comment
such
here
a
is
bar- it's like-
still not buying it.
That's like as much as an app. Like on your
59p. It's
device.
almost worth paying 59p just for the lols, but apparently it's so
My
infuriating.
Wreck-It Ralph app was 69p.
I got that for free.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
that game.
Wreck-It Ralph is like my current favorite animated film of all time. Like the bit where he smashed. Oh, like I was in the cinema and I was just like my emotions were like this. Like when he's about to spoilers. So when he's about to smash her car and I'm just like, why would
Holy
you do
shit.
that, Wreck-It Ralph? Why
I,
would you ever?
I went
Oh my god, I was like practically crying.
I
It
went
was-
with my
it was
niece
the
and
most-
nephew for like a kid's showing of it, and you know the part where the guy puts the Konami code in?
Yeah.
I went, ha! And everybody just looked at me. I was like, oh, I forgot
To
this is
be fair, I went to a matinee thing and it was just so fucking awkward because there was just like I went on a date with this girl and I was huge. And it was just a sea of tiny expectant faces.
and there was like half a dozen bearded men sitting in there going, I feel so uncomfortable.
Fuck.
I want this
It must-
film.
It must have been
Oh.
like when fucking what is it called? Equestria Girls came out. That must have been an awkward day at the cinema.
When Toy Story 3 came out, I saw no kids in that audience. I don't think they made it in time.
Okay, I went with my mum and we both cried like fucking fire hydrants. It was embarrassing.
Well, at the scene where they're about to like go into the incinerator and they're
Nope.
all just like,
When Andy
No,
gives
which
them away.
the-
When he's like,
Oh,
when
the
he's
bit at the end with
explaining how
Andy.
stuffed his toys are.
when Andy was like, "These are my toys.
Yeah.
Here you go."
Little bit-
that was me being Andy. Oh man.
Oh,
Children's
a world of
films.
real emotion is surrounding me.
that's what Where the Wild Things Are did to me. Just destroyed me. That
See,
film-
this is what would happen if Nintendo was owned by Disney. There would be so much more heartache.
Oh god, that'd be so easy.
Shit, they could make a sequel to that Mario Bros movie with John Leguizamo.
Oh yes, a Dennis Hopper as Cooper.
Oh, yeah, no, it's CG Dennis Hopper because he's a fucking corpse.
Oh, I feel bad for our
Can't you
commenters.
tell the difference?
We just ruined Toy Story 3 for someone.
Someone just wrote Andy dies.
I love
Oh my
the
God.
Came out like
comment
a year
after
ago,
that is
so,
Andy
you know.
dies. That's amazing.
Yeah, it turns out that the whole thing is actually just a fever dream. Andy's
Oh, he's
been in
just very
hospital
sick.
this whole time.
Yeah, he has leukemia.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Andy is
Oh
talented.
no.
Incidentally, of Disney, is anyone excited for the new Kingdom Hearts game? You know, other than it's like Kingdom Hearts 3 because everything else we made on DS and what have you doesn't count. Which, admittedly, it doesn't.
Yes.
Although they're putting that in 2.5 is getting the rest of the DS games. I think.
It's I can't
It's
believe
getting that PSP game, man.
I can't believe that every single game, apart from like 2 or 3 that came out on the phone, are canon. So everybody's just gonna play it and not know what the hell is happening.
See,
Okay. Dirty little secret. I've played all of them. I'm
I've-
up to date.
I am trying to, but it's been so long since I played it. I played like the one on the PSP. It was like all this information is hitting me at once. It's like, what's Kingdom Hearts again?
See, I
Isn't
can't
that-
play Kingdom Hearts 1. I told Toby this, like the Alice in Wonderland theme. It goes like do 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 do. And I was playing it with a friend, and then they were like, "Oh, it's totally a song." And so they were like, "Gooby gooby goop goop gooby gooby please, gooby 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 please." So every time I play Alice in Wonderland, I'm just like, "Gooby gooby please."
Oh.
Fran,
I can't.
that
I
was
can't.
Fuck
that
you,
was a
Goo.
truly...
Fuck
The
you,
one thing though
Gooby.
that I think was an absolute abomination from the Kingdom Hearts series was the second one's Atlantis level. It was a
Holy shit.
terrible fucking rhythm game.
Under the sea. No.
Yeah, it wasn't even under the sea though either. It was some
Sweet
weird
as
song.
poop, she's right up to my side.
Fuck.
The fact I failed
forgot-
I failed that 20 times because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to hear that song.
I can't get that 90%.
It was like 95.
I can't get fucking Gooby Gooby plays out of my head now.
Yeah, everyone who ever watches the video, whenever you play, that's what's going to be going through your head. Alice will like, "Goopy, goopy, please." It's not even a song. It has 2 words, "goopy" and "please."
Gooby isn't even a fucking word. It has 1 word.
To be please, it's like please without the vowels. So it's not even a word. It doesn't have words. It's just a song. Oh dear. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Still at the topic of Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah, because I am genuinely looking for. I don't know when it's coming out. They haven't given any kind of.
Did you
No.
They
hear?
haven't kind of given any kind of idea as to whether it's probably gonna be like 2015 or something, and God knows when they'll bring out Final Fantasy 15.
But it's multi-format.
Yeah,
That's
no, I
nice.
remember because they had it as part of the PlayStation 3 press release at E3, and I remember watching it being like, "Fuck, it's gonna be on PlayStation only," and then they were like, no, it's not. Let's not be stupid. This game is so popular, we're gonna sell it to everyone." And I was like,
To
"Oh,
be fair,
God."
that's like when Microsoft implied that Metal Gear Solid 5 was going to be.
And they got
Xbox.
Kojima out as well, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Coming on the Xbox."
Yeah, and I was just like, Hideo, no!
You whore! You filthy, filthy whore!
I just want him
Considering
to
that.
tap dance and be like, "Do you like it?"
Oh, my favorite part of E3 was Nintendo's press release.
Oh god, you mean when they just won? They just swept in, and just real low key, like.
No, it
"And
was like
now
the
we
Nintendo
will have
Direct.
a Pikmin."
Yeah,
It was
with
lovely.
his broken English, and he was like, "What was it like? A wonderful run, oh run!" And I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're so adorable."
That game sold 3,000 copies worldwide. It's done worse than Body Count.
Apparently, it's a good game.
Yeah, it's fucking marvelous. It's wonderful.
But the thing is,
101.
that's not. No one owns a Wii
It's
U.
actually a
other than
weak
Toby.
game that Platinum or Clover before that have actually ever made. They're all solid titles.
There's
Some of them
actually
are
no, I
weird-
can't.
a bit weird and questionable, but they're all.
Well,
Anarchy Reigns and Mad World are a bit pap.
I liked Anarchy Reigns.
They're definitely the weakest of them.
I was one of the 3 people that bought Anarchy Reigns. One of them being Mr. Pointyhead, Dan Mayer.
I got Anarchy Reigns.
Yeah, I've got Anarchy Reigns.
Yes, so there you go, Mr. Pointyhead, Chris, and Sam, the only people who own the game.
Well, let's be fair. It's been
I
out in
don't
Japan
care.
for so long. You go on the server, everyone's level 50, and you just die.
Did you guys get the DLC where you play as Bayonetta?
Yeah.
Because that was
That's
a
what-
masturbatory highlight of my life.
I love the fact, and I like the fact that the reason that I give Anarchy Reigns somewhat of a pass on the kind of critical front is that they sold it for what, like £15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
it's
so
real
cheap.
value for
Like
money.
out the gate, they were like, "We know this is a cheap online brawler,
Mm.
so it's a cheap online. So we're going to sell it cheap."
I actually met like so many awesome people on that Mr. Pointyhead being one, and he got like 16 people together on this random snowy day. It was just like, "Yeah, I'm not working. You guys want to play?" And we had our fingers crossed. And then one person was like, "Is that the guy from Inside Xbox?"
Wait, is that what English people sound like to you?
Yes.
Oh, got me the Oscar. It's like Phil Collins in South Park. Yes, I got me Oscar. You're inside of me, deep inside of me.
2 worlds, 1 family.
Is that not how you guys talk?
No.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah, but.
Mr. Crumpet.
Oh
my God,
yeah,
I-
it's worth sharing this to you guys because this is something that I've been doing for a little while now. Is I try and convince every American I know that Mr. Crumpet is a thing, and it's a fast food restaurant where you get tea and crumpets.
Oh, I love Mr. Crumpet.
I want-
Oh, that shit is like at 3 in the morning when you're drunk, and it's like occasionally you find one that's open.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So they go, "If you got cheddar and Marmite, get in."
Oh man,
want
no, you gotta go for the peanut butter and jam.
I want a side of
Grill.
I want a side of Benedict Cumberbatch, please.
Yeah, we discussed it another positive that it sounds like a cheese. Benedict Cumberbatch does sound like a
Fine
a
Cumberbatch.
fine matured cheddar.
You know the best is like their dessert scones that they do, or scones,
Mm.
depending on where you're from. Oh man,
I like the fact that they
like
change
what-
how they pronounce it down as they go down the A1.
Oh yeah.
Like that. I think that's consistency. I like that.
That is clever.
I get
All of the thes have disappeared from the menus. It's lovely.
Like Americans, they may have like their Taco Bell and what have you, but we have Mr. Crumpet.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't have any Wendy's over here, but we do have Mr. Crumpet, and it's awesome.
I once convinced an entire room of Americans that over here Skittles are called bunker beans. They were just like, "What? Fucking taste the rainbow? You don't have that?" I was like, "No, it's don't be mean. Have a bunker bean." They were so upset, and they were like,
Tell them they had B's on them instead of S's.
Yeah, and they were named after a Charlie Chaplin film called Bunker Bean. Which obviously I was madly Googling.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Are we going to talk about gaming?
No.
Or we're going to go off on a fast food tangent?
Let's go for this. And since we've gone for disappointments and things that we have enjoyed in the past, what game? Oh, name a couple of games that you are most looking forward to.
Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2.
No, oh, you're so predictable.
Dark Souls 2 and my own inevitable sucking death.
Persona 5. It's unannounced,
Right,
but
number
it's gonna
one.
happen.
The new 3D Mario game, whose name I forget.
That's
but
a
it's
good start.
Super Mario 3D World.
Super Mario multiplayer. Oh my god, that's going to be amazing.
You're aware
Like-
that we're just going to hang out and play that, right?
Obviously, Killer Bits play Mario multiplayer. It's going to be like a video series. Everyone's going to watch it. It's going to be great. I don't even own a Wii U, but it's going to be great. I'm trying to think.
the
What am I
Wii
looking
U's
forward
got-
to?
What about the Wii U's got like shit tons of stuff coming out, like X and...
Oh, X does look like it's going to be something amazing.
Yeah, well,
It's-
and this Smash Bros. Whatever
Shit,
it's
that's
called
actually-
now. Smash Bros. New.
I bought
Smash Bros.
I bought-
New.
Yeah, I bought my Wii U the day that Smash Bros did their Mega Man trailer because my erection wouldn't go until I had.
Oh my god, you must be excited for, was it like Mighty Number 9? That must be like have you like jizzing in your pants, Toby.
That is the most amazing fuck you of all time. I love that. They're like, oh, we really want to make a Mega Man game. Oh, there's not enough interest. Okay, well, I'm leaving Capcom, and I'm going to set up a little Kickstarter and go, oh, $4 million.
Yeah. It's like,
No,
"Oh,
Dora,
you want
come
a
on,
Meg-
he's Japanese.
You may not have a Mega Man. You have a Mighty Number 9.
It's like, it's all right. He's blue and he's got an arm cannon. Fuck you.
See,
Shit.
my worry about the new Smash Bros. We'll just move away from my number 9, even though it's going to be amazing. Is if it's going to go the same way as Brawl, because Melee for me was perfect, and then there was Brawl where they slowed everything down. And I have this cousin who is all like, whenever we play Melee, he's like, oh, I'm no good at this game because it's too fast. Like if we played Brawl, I would kick your ass, but this game is too fast. I'm just like, dude, this was the original. Calm down, calm
Dude,
down.
you should
Like-
just put on fucking Project M, man. Project M
And
is
I
like
don't know,
all the...
like, I'm so used to GameCube controller, and I know Wii U isn't GameCube controller compatible. I don't know.
The Pro Controller is pretty similar.
Yeah, but you
It's
have to
pretty
buy
good as well.
controllers.
It is actually a really comfy controller. It looks kind of a bit angular and a little bit weird, but actually it's very comfy.
The first time I
Fair
held
enough.
one, I thought it was really like over light and plasticky, and then I actually played a game with it, and I was like, "Fuck, this is perfect."
But yeah, what else am I excited
It's kind
for?
of like the
Watch
N64. You are forgiven. What the fuck?
Anyone
Yeah.
else excited for Watch Doggy? You know, such hack. Wow.
Much mystery.
Watch Dog. Oh, I think it's
Oh,
gonna
someone
be-
just asked on the stream here, is it similar to the Wii Classic controller? Now, if I remember correctly, the Classic one was the flat one that was a little bit more like the SNES controller.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
nothing
the
like that
classic
at all. It's more
controller
like an Xbox controller, only a bit.
Mm.
It's wider and flatter, and has slightly
And
narrower
the-
hand grips.
The
Yeah.
right analog stick is where the buttons would be as well, which is so perfect.
Yeah, and it's got the analog sticks are actually nice.
Yeah.
It's-
But yeah,
Oh, he
watch
means though.
Watch Dog.
I'm sorry.
Come on. We're moving on, Toby.
Which
Get
dogs?
over it. Um,
Oh look,
I'm so
a
excited,
GameCube
like,
controller
it's got pushed back.
converter for the Wii. You need to get that. It's here in the comments.
It's
Here.
on eBay. It's probably from Hong Kong. Let's open this link. Dun, dun,
What
dun.
the hell's a
Everything's from
International
Hong Kong.
shipping.
Everything's from Hong Kong.
what
It
the
is
hell's
from
a
Hong Kong.
doge?
Okay. What are you
Yeah,
trying
okay.
to say about Watch Dogs, Fran? I'm very sorry.
So it got pushed back, as we all know. Are people still excited for it? Or are they just like, fuck you, Ubisoft, you wankers?
I'd rather it be good than here earlier.
See, that's
I'm pissed that this was meant to be. You know, this game has been delayed for a very long time, but I'm kind of glad that at least they've gone. To be honest, we're not happy with it yet. We want to spend another 6 months polishing it. I'm happy with that. They did it with GTA, and they managed to fix all the problems that were coming up with GTA Online, clearly. So that was good. The fuck was that?
Oh dear.
How do they manage to fuck that up? I don't know. Anyway, but no, I'm gonna wait and see. I don't know whether it's going to be any good. It still might be a rubbish game.
I'm
but
completely disconnected from the console world ever since I got the PC, so I'm just like, are people playing that? Is that exciting? Is that what the kids like?
Okay, Sam. So what are you looking forward to on PC?
Absolutely nothing.
What about that new WoW expansion?
I don't
Was
even.
it Siege of Orgrimmar or something?
I think-
Or is that the latest one?
I think our tagline for what was it for my input on generally most things is I haven't played it, or I like the things that you hate. Because I liked.
Sam liking the things that you hate. Oh, incidentally, just as a flashback, I just literally my Steam clicked up, and Euro Truck Simulator is 66% off.
That's
Shit,
because
dog.
£5 and 9 pence for Euro Truck Simulator 2.
We should play that on on a stream next week.
That
Oh, see, I can't buy that and then not buy Phoenix Wright, the new one that came out today. So I'm just gonna
I
not
think
buy
if you
it.
buy, I think it's fair to say that you are wrong. You're objectively wrong if you buy Euro Truck Simulator instead of Phoenix Wright.
No, I can't. I've got to buy an Xbox in however many days. I'm in the process of building a new computer. Like I'm just spending money. I can't do
If
this
you're gonna have a good PC, why do you need an Xbox?
because I like both. I'm not one of these people
See-
who subscribes to one or the other. I am
No,
very much
I'd buy
multi-flavored.
all of them, but because my laptop is really beastly, so I'm happy just to go. Do you know what? As much as I am interested in these games, I can play any of the next gen games on PC really smoothly, so I'm not too fussed.
I
Yeah,
just
see,
this-
my laptop is made by Dell.
oh,
Enough said.
Oh.
So I'm going to build a computer
I
in
have
like a week, and it's going to be amazing.
I have my PC, and it's just like, are you gonna get the next gens? No. Why? Not because I'm in the master race, because I'm poor.
You see, this is why I think that Nintendo will always have like a bit of a market, because nothing they do ever comes out on PC
Yeah.
except Mario teaches typing.
I wasn't. No.
And that's how I'm such a good typer. Mario teaches typing.
You didn't do was it Typing of the Dead?
Yes, I fucking
No.
did.
That's such a
That
good
was
game.
so cool.
I love the quiz section. Oh my god. And then it became.
Oh no, I'm
dear.
sad for the Dreamcast.
I'm not, 'cause it killed Sega, which means that
Oh.
like I won my childhood.
Yeah, I was lucky. I
can't
happened
still
to
be
just
sad.
arbitrarily be a Nintendo boy, so I was okay with that.
Yeah. Like I remember. Do you remember back when they had like consoles in Toys R Us? I remember playing. I remember.
How can
Mhm.
you
I used
hold
to
the
Toys R Us
Dreamcast
browse things.
control? That's all I remember. My reaction of the Dreamcast, and then I never got one. Like how
My
do you...
favorite game ever on Dreamcast was Shenmue because you had to catch falling leaves. I was fucking.
I love it,
catching.
and it was a great idea to invent the QTE, or to then just become this bastardized gameplay excuse. Do you want a boss battle? Yeah, I tell you what, we'll animate a load of stuff, and you make sure that you press X, B, R, and L1, and do a couple of counterclockwise circles on your D-pad, and then you win.
Yay!
It's when they put that in the next Hitman game. That's the day I kill myself.
Much gameplay.
Holy shit! Did you guys play Hitman Absolute?
Why
Shit?
were there no assassinations?
Oh dear.
All right.
Why?
'Cause they
Why
were-
did so many missions just have sneak away from police for 3 hours?
Holy shit! That fucking mission where you end up on the train station with like a zillion people was probably the most bored I've ever been.
Yeah,
Like,
that bit was like, what on earth was?
Oh,
Ah.
I just.
Sorry, stealth games are like my favorite games, and that wrecked it.
Yeah, that was Blood Money was just a beautiful, beautiful game, and that was like it. It had its charms. Like I like the online bits, which was kind of a good idea to have. Like here's a map. Come up with your kills and rank it. That was kind of cool. But the campaign wasn't a Hitman campaign.
I
just don't understand. Oh, sorry, go on. My fault.
I enjoyed Hitman because like my tagline, I never played any of them before it.
Jesus.
It's not like it's only kind of the thing that gets sort of games. I'd say it's an abomination if you're a huge Hitman fan. If you played all the other Hitman games, and I played the original on the PC, and I had Silent Assassin on the PS2, and contracts and blood money and stuff. So yeah, I was really disappointed with a lot of the stuff they took out. Human shields, no putting, no case for your sniper rifle, stuff like that. Managing the loadouts wasn't as much fun. Oh.
No ever engaging your brainstem at all.
Yeah, and I get that they thought that from Blood Money that the costume was overpowered, and it kind of was OP. You could walk, if you're a police, you just go wherever. If you're a security guard, you just go wherever. No one really cared. But it then went the other way to then go, "You're not Steve.
You're not a pilot. I know every pilot in the world.
Every gardener knows every other gardener. You are clearly not Paco the gardener."
I pretended to be the Swedish chef when I dressed up as a chef. Don't feed me Swedish meatballs.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. The one thing I loved about that game was when you find the chipmunk costume.
Yes.
And you can just do assassinations while dressed as a chipmunk. That's fun.
My brain. Fran, have you ever played it?
Fun as Blood Money, where you could do the Heaven and Hell Club, where you could just feed the shark dead bodies and watch it get fat and stuff. It was, and wasn't there a ghost as well in Blood Money?
Yeah, in the hotel level.
Yeah, you look at the fix up behind you.
Yeah. Oh my god, I pooed just everywhere. Fran, have you ever played a Hitman game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I just realised I may have to follow up on myself and commit suicide because I'm consistent. There was a QTE boss battle in Hitman.
When?
The wrestling.
Big Mexican Sanchez.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That was a QTE boss battle.
What, like the Resident Evils?
Yeah. Like
I chose to snipe out the rigging and drop it on him more often than not. But if you go into the cage, you do a QTE fight.
I think QTEs, like, the only game that's really nailed them is Heavy Rain, and that's more of a story than a game.
Oh, David.
Yeah.
But they kind of got the right balance. Like, if you're gonna do it, that's how you should do it.
What you mean, like overload and just have it so the whole game's QTEs? So like you're not caught off guard like in Resi 4.
David Kaji.
Pretty much. I feel like I'm like, if this podcast was a drinking game, I'm not gonna lie, I would be winning. Like,
No, I'd say Chris is winning. I've seen. He has money.
Yeah, but he's not actually drinking. It's just there.
I am. I've been sipping it. You've just not been watching me.
Oh, I'm too busy watching Sam.
As we can see from my glorious
Toby
pose, I'm at a bar.
Yeah,
right.
It's actually the arm is outstretched that literally because there's an intravenous drip.
I think I should just do this.
Feeding Jaeger in.
I heard that was. You know what we actually didn't mention? What I think we forgot to do. We forgot to mention what you guys do on YouTube.
We create abominations.
No.
I create abominations.
Inbominations?
Oh.
What is an inbomination?
I'm inbred.
No, what we do is we have like a monthly half-hour episode that's like a video game review show. Kind of like you imagine you get on TV. So there's like a panel-based discussion with clips, review clips like interspersed within it.
It's a magazine thing, right? Like a magazine format?
No, because we don't write anything.
No, that's what the kind of show's called, like Top Gear, but without the sad old men waiting for death.
With less racism and grumpy middle-aged people.
Well,
and on top of that, we then
less
have
racism that makes the cut.
We have short reviews, which we call quick bits. We have vlogs where I ironically say things and people misjudge me and call me a gold digger. We have unboxings. You just did a game stick unboxing, isn't that right, Toby?
Yes, it is.
Why don't you show people what a Wii U looks like?
It.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of lag here.
It was lovely.
Is the review like we're games journalism? No, game journalists. Game journalists. God, that shouldn't be so difficult to say.
Hello.
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 Just check it did lag for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we're still going on the stream, aren't we?
Yeah, we're fine. It's just a quick.
Because there was a sudden
pause.
stuttery lag out on the Skype call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm I'm tucked up in bed with tonsillitis on 3G. So I mean, I'm wearing trousers.
I'm wearing trousers. Can we name...
that is a prerequisite.
Can that be the title of
Is
the
it?
podcast, please? Number 7. I'm wearing trousers.
Well,
Shit, so
incidentally, we are planning on doing a podcast drinking game at some point.
I would win.
shit.
We could do
Well,
it next.
No.
this is good. This game, you're on. You're on. Right. What it's going to be, okay, is a video game name game. So you need to get plenty of beer and spirits. Okay. Now,
Can I have cider instead?
You can have cider. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
As long as it's a minimum. As long as it's a minimum of 4%.
I be a cider drinker, I
This
be.
stuff, this stuff is 6.
Good. That has to be proper stuff. Okay, then, yeah, some kind of decent quality, some kind of premium quality drink. So, as you come up with someone starts with the name of a game, okay, and then the last letter of that game has to be the first letter of the game the next person names.
Can we practice now?
And as you're thinking, you have to continue to drink your beer. And if you get it wrong, if you repeat one, if you you then have to take a shot.
Are these games
Okay.
are these games that exist, or
I made
are we
up.
just coming up with like Band of War Hero?
No, they're real games. You yeah, they have to be proper. They have to be proper.
But if you surely it's a bit unfair if you do something like Super Mario 64. Go on 4. Go.
Then you use the R. You wouldn't be cheeky. That doesn't qualify. You have to use the actual.
Don't be a smartass!
Well, surely you'd just say 4 swords, Fran.
Ah.
That's S. Okay.
Oh god. I don't want to
Super
do it.
Smash Bros. Melee. E. Go.
Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Oh.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. We might need to clarify that sequel numbers don't really count. If it's like, say, Super Mario 64, that's one thing. But if it's a sequel number, no, it doesn't count. If it's a sequel name, then it does. Say,
Right.
you know, like Hitman Contracts, that would count.
Yeah.
And 2, you would say Hitman Song Assassin. Say.
I feel like
Yeah.
though doing this on like a podcast format, you can cheat because you used to be like, "Come on, commenters, come on, you can think of something for me." So I can be like,
they could play
I can be like-
against you.
Oh yeah,
Shit, this
So
sounds
like
like a
the
lot of fun. I'm totally in for this.
It should totally be done. We should totally do this.
oh well.
Just
let's
book
do
out
this.
some like Saturday, some Saturday evening. Just go right. Podcast drinking games.
Oh god.
Fuck, that sounds awesome.
I just know I'm gonna get a text from Chris who's like saying, "Guess what you're doing tonight?"
Get down the supermarket now.
"Oh no, I would lose." Like,
No,
That should
no.
be a Christmas special. We should
No.
do it as a Christmas special.
I quite like we can have Santa hats. We can have like secret Santa. Oh no, maybe that's a bit far.
You go, oh, what have I got? Cider. Got a can of cider.
What does Sam
Grumpy
have?
Jack.
See, that would actually be quite good as well. Actually, it's nice to see. Look, the game's actually going on in the comment section. That's awesome to have the own game going in the comments.
I got Dark Spirits. This sounds familiar.
Apparently, dressing up is mandatory. So
This is a thing. This is a thing.
if
that
you don't dress
has to
up, you have to drink 2 shots.
Holy shit,
Like,
John's
before the
there.
game even starts. Have you not noticed this?
I haven't fucking
He's
noticed
like, "Oh, our
this.
producer is in the comments."
Jesus.
You want to tell him to get out?
No, our producer is awesome.
Oh.
Yeah,
He
he's
makes things
lovely.
look good, so we don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we put in very little effort compared to him. It's actually kind of embarrassing.
Ah, that sounds familiar. I'm kidding.
He's
How many
been
videos
like,
did you put up this week, Sam?
None.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm putting up 1 2-hour one. And what have you done?
3 so far this week.
5 minutes. God.
Shit. Fran, did you play Neverwinter Nights?
Yeah, it was free. Why wouldn't
we-
I play?
Are we kindred spirits secretly?
No.
Is this the free? Is this the free to play one or the?
No,
No, I
that's
was-
just Neverwinter, isn't it?
I was joining in with the podcast game, so someone said Rayman, which ends in N. So I was like,
Hmm,
well,
nice.
Neverwinter Nights. I'm practicing. You know,
That
for
was a
when we
good
do
game.
this
It is.
drinking
It's still
Christmas.
nothing has really beaten. Well, really that nice little chunk of time when Black Ours did Planescape Torment, Gate 1 and
Oh.
2, and Icewind Dale 1 and 2. Just so good.
Fucking hell, Planescape Torment was amazing.
One of the best stories of any game ever. I'd say it's just super.
Well, I'd say one of the best stories.
It's really, really good.
Can anyone play Spec Ops: The Line? The experience.
Spec Ops: The Line is really good. I love that game.
Garcias described it as.
Really? You like Nolan North Simulator
But
2012?
did you not? Have you not heard it? It's a massive. Have you not played it?
Yeah, I've played it. It's what's it called? It's Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, I love the fact that I bought it really, really cheap. Hearing that it was a bit of an homage to that, and going, actually, this is well crafted. Although it's dull for the most part. It's a standard, boring third-person military shooter. But I liked the story, and I liked that I didn't like napalming a load of people, but that was a really good story.
I was going to say the white phosphorus bit gave me chills.
Zero Punctuation described it best.
Like, I had to put the controller down.
I think Zero Punctuation said he hates it, but he hates it. He loves it. He loves it because it's a good game, but he hates the fact that now he has to play every single third-person shooter, thinking it might be that one jewel because of it with the great narrative.
Well, number one, Zero Punctuation hates everything because he once wrote a good review. I think it was for Psychonauts, and everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I think he did a positive review about
everything.
Luigi's Mansion 2 as well.
Yeah, he enjoyed what was it called, Infamous.
Yeah, he liked Mass Effect, the original, which was awful when you play it now. By the way,
Mass Effect 2 is the only Mass Effect I can really play.
Yeah, it's the.
See, what we can learn from this is that we need like little animated versions of ourselves,
and
then
you need
we'll
to
be
talk
popular.
really fast in a pseudo British Aussie accent.
Oh, I'm great at that. Apparently, I talk too fast anyway. I didn't really understand why this is a problem because I don't think that I talk that fast, but apparently some people think that I do.
It just speeds
and, I
up.
really like video games, but I don't think that I'm talking too fast. Do you think I'm talking too fast?
Where's this Scottish fucking rap? I'm not okay with it.
That wasn't even Scottish. Oh,
was
see,
pretty
this is what happens. I hang out with English people, and I say or Irish people, and I say Scottish. It's not how in Scotland we don't pronounce our T's, so we say Scottish.
It's because you don't speak English.
No, we speak Scottish because we say Scotland, mate. You got an issue with
Why
that
don't
because
you speak then Gaelic or Scots? You don't even got one language. You've got three.
I'm not from that far north, mate.
But that's the thing.
Come on.
There's
Yeah, she's got all her fingers and toes like where they should be.
Look.
Even up there, they've even got 6 fingers in the Kit Kats.
That's the best.
I
Oh,
would love a
dear.
6-finger Kit
Gaming.
Kat
Oh,
right
we're
now.
meant to be talking about gaming.
No. We could do the political
Kit Kats are
podcast
gaming.
like last time.
Kit Kats are exciting.
Oh god. Somebody make a topic! Somebody make a topic!
So, does anybody else feel anyone actually excited about Assassin's Creed 4, or do we think it's drowning the franchise?
Drowning.
Okay.
I would be excited, except Ubisoft didn't send us a free copy to review, so I can't buy it. So no.
Well,
No,
you
I'm
don't
not
know
excited.
that yet. Like they might send it through. Like Ubi have always been good to us.
No, I had to review a game stick.
Yep, that's great for you. I know it's the first Assassin's Creed I've been pumped for since 2, because like every game since 2, I've been like, maybe it'll be as good as 2, and then no.
Oh man, Assassin's Creed 2 was fabulous.
For me, the highlight of that was was when your uncle comes up and he's like, "It's a me, a Mario!"
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
I
brilliant.
died.
I
love it.
actually cheered. I have to admit, I went, "Hey!"
I liked just throwing off all your gear and having a fist fight with the Pope. And
See, I tend to judge Assassin's Creed games on how original the name of the character is. So like Ezio Auditore, I was like, well, this game is gonna be awesome. He has a cool name. And then I think Assassin's Creed 3, it was like Callum, and I was like,
Connor.
Nah,
Yeah, but
it's-
Desmond-
Connor.
to be fair,
Connor.
Desmond's
Yeah,
the
it was
most
generic
dull
C name.
protagonist who has ever lived.
I was just disappointed. And like now they could have given him like a cool piratey nickname for Assassin's Creed 4, but they didn't do that.
should be called Killbeard.
No, he's called Edward.
Isn't Blackbeard going to be in the game?
Yeah,
Swashbuckler
you're playing as
Gay
Edward.
Bird.
If wait till there'll be some random DLC where you get to play as Jack Sparrow. You have to have Jack Sparrow come in.
Right.
Fuck, I'd play that game.
Alright, Sammy.
See, that'd be good. Take Assassin's Creed 4, just reskin it with Jack Sparrow and have it voiced by Johnny Depp. It will make billions.
To be
But
fair
you
though,
could
I'd play it if it just had that music, that ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum. I'd play that.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I really, the thing is, franchises and sequels are very safe. They're safe in video games. They're safe in movies. In that, if number one was popular, number two will be. And due to the fact that everywhere is in a deficit at the moment, that's the way that games are going. But I really like. That's why I'm excited for Watch Dogs, is because it's like, let's do something different. But it seems that like at the moment gaming is kind of churning out the same old thing. So like it's always sequels. It's always kind
The
of
biggest
Well,
miss for me was that
an
they even
imagination.
commissioned a movie for Watch Dogs. They haven't even released the game yet. They've commissioned a movie, which scares me.
The kids will love it.
To be okay, to be
Isn't
fair,
there,
Fran,
there is an Assassin's Creed movie going on, isn't it? Is it Michael Fassbender?
yeah, I think so.
That wouldn't be too bad, I suppose.
Yeah, and I like the fact it was a thing that he actually claimed. A lot of people were getting a bit angry at him, but he claimed he's not really played he's not really played the Assassin's Creed games. I was like, good, maybe you can act. That would be nice.
Shit, that would be lovely.
Don't be Desmond. That would be so depressing.
Has there ever been a good video game movie?
Now I've asked this question. I asked this question. I say arguably not great. There's some I've enjoyed, and I'd say Silent Hill was enjoyable.
I watched the
For its
Dead
Street
Space
Fighter.
for its
movies,
dreadfulness.
and
Actually, Mortal Kombat as a film to complement the Mortal Kombat games was a good film of the games. It wasn't a great film, but it was a great film of the game.
Street Fighter, I think.
Okay.
People also say
Street
Wreck-It
Fighter.
Ralph, and I'm not sure Wreck-It Ralph can
I'm
count.
the
going.
Wreck-It Ralph, because it
Because
wasn't
it's a
a game.
game about a
I'm
film
going-
about video games rather
I'm
than.
going to kick Bison's ass so hard.
Oh no!
Don't do that. To be fair,
Of
Raul
course.
Julia was incredible in the Street Fighter.
Yeah, but he played that role because his kids love Street Fighter, and then he died of AIDS. That's what that movie
Street
does to you.
Fighter gives you AIDS. That is.
I'm quite interested to see what they do with this Halo TV series that they've announced with was it Steven Spielberg?
Oh God, you mean forward onto Boar?
Forward on to fuck you, Toby.
I do
Oh.
like
Dark
Microsoft were
Souls.
kind of going, we're going to make a TV program. And I just looked at that going, what's the biggest TV program in the world right now? Oh, yeah, Breaking Bad. Who makes that? Oh, Sony. Yeah, keep
I would argue
keep counting your
yeah.
TV credentials.
Hey,
when you
remember
don't
that
have any
movie
TV
that was supposed to be the Halo
studio.
movie?
I'm hopeful. I have hope.
Hopeful
Hope
for
until
what?
dawn.
Oh, it
I
was
didn't
cancer,
mind-
Apparently, Raul Julia died of cancer, not AIDS.
Really?
That's
Well, that
comment section.
Oh
Multiple
pictures.
God, Chris, I have to
Well-
edit that.
So we just need to just have quite then just go cancer, and then we'll just cut that in.
okay. No problem. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Take a beat. Cancer.
That's my star sign, incidentally. So you know all these people who are like, I can't date someone who isn't a Capricorn. I'm apparently who the fuck names a star sign Cancer or a disease?
They do say it works with Capricorn apparently because they're argumentative and and like we're malleable and sideways.
Oh, I'm Scorpio. I'm apparently just a dick to everybody.
Fuck, I'm a
That's like-
Scorpio as well.
Oh,
Let's make
October,
out.
November. That's I know my star signs. I'm a woman.
Shit.
Oh dear. I just
Oh
want
my God,
to.
Fran, I turn 25 next week.
It's because you're old.
Mm.
I turned
I don't
20.
know how old Sam and Chris are, so I need to be careful what I
have
say.
to Just sit here and drink my whiskey.
I turned 21 in
Oh, drink
November.
my cider. Cheers, Chris.
I turned 21 in November.
There's no way anybody in the world's that young. Nope.
I am.
No.
I am the new child of the new age.
It's fine. My
turned 31 in July.
Jesus.
you win. Game over.
Yeah. To be fair, I was born in the Cold War. How does that feel?
I was born just after the Falklands War.
Shit.
I
You
was
see-
a baby during the Gulf War. I'll
I
have
was
you
born,
know.
I was alive during Live Aid.
Oh
Fuck,
God.
that's awesome.
Why didn't
I
you
was-
feed the world, you
That's-
bastard?
I
You're the reason
I
for
did.
all-
I cried every Christmas because Bono told me I should feel ashamed for not using money to feed the poor.
The starving children.
Just for the starving children. Like, really? When did you last pay tax? Oh no, we had to move to Holland.
For the starving children.
We can't pay tax in Ireland while there's a recession.
Starving.
Off you pop.
They're starving.
Fucking hell.
I feel like we have far too many tangents in this podcast.
That,
Tangents are good.
That's what.
Yeah.
We just
Say,
had-
on a slightly selfish note, I like the fact that people respond with "fucking hell" when they say I'm 31 because that means they're just so surprised. My youthful.
You look so young.
That
You've
makes
got such vigor, such vitality.
such.
You're just
It's
using.
just a comment here. I'm old. My balls touched the water in the toilet.
Is that how you
That
feel,
comment
Chris?
is amazing.
Is that how you feel?
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
That's well, at least Sam is the youngest. I'm older than him, so that's fine. He's like a baby.
Oh, don't you know? I don't even get like a good wage because of it.
Oh, you're
Oh
so
my God.
young, so that
Okay.
maybe it's because you're shit. Oh, see, my meanness is seeping. Like normally I'm just horrible to Toby, and then I'm
no!
To the family. Now I hate you.
Fucking hell.
I didn't sign up for this. I'm gonna. At least Toby likes me.
Of course
Toby
I
doesn't
love
like
you.
anyone. He's lying. He only likes Dark Souls.
I like.
Whoa.
I
I
like-
like other people that like Dark Souls.
I like Dark Souls.
Sam, do you like Dark Souls?
Yes, I love Dark Souls.
Well, there we go. See?
Chris, you like Dark
Touch
Souls?
mouths.
I do love Dark Souls.
Yes, you people have taste.
We should. I'm gonna finish growing my beard, and then we're gonna all touch beards, and it's gonna be magical.
Yeah, let's touch beard.
Weave them all together.
Wouldn't it be lovely if it turned out that one of you two was the corresponding Velcro to my beard?
Toby, I will be the Velcro to your beard. Look at this.
Oh.
I feel like I should like plait it so then it actually looks like a beard. What's it?
Just like your ancestors.
It's never gonna work, is it?
2013 minus 1998. This is how I judge how old I feel? Fuck. Okay, Ocarina of Time was 15 years ago.
I. Oh no.
We're all zooming towards the crypt.
Ouch.
Uh,
The kids
Oh, I like how Angel Night,
dial-up
Angel
internet
Heart
back
Night.
in the past, back in the past of yore, where we had to use our telephones to go on the internet. Now you can use your mobile phone to go on the internet. It's a totally different world.
Well, I don't understand. Okay, I've got a cousin that he just didn't understand what modem noises were.
it's the
Like,
devil.
He came over. He came over and he's like 8 years old, and I showed him a 56k modem because he was bitching about Minecraft because that's what kids do, right? And it was just the worst fucking experience because he was like, "What's that noise?" And I was like, "That's the internet, Sam." It was horrible.
You see that episode of the IT Crowd where they've got the box with the little flashing light going, "The internet." They're like, "It's so light." Of course, the internet doesn't weigh anything.
Just weighs heavily on my soul, harrowing nights alone.
On your Tumblr.
So, as we're talking about like being old or not so old, like, do you think that games were better back in
My
the day?
day.
Oh, totally.
It's a good one though. I definitely I don't know how much nostalgia plays a part, but I think definitely games. Maybe this is because my sort of teenage when I played my most games was the PS2 era, but I still think that era was the height of gaming. But that could just be because that was when I spent more time gaming.
I would agree with that as
See, I
well.
think-
Also, when
think-
all music was awesome.
I think the way you
True.
know if it's just nostalgia is if you go back and play it now and it's still fun. If it's still fun, then it's not. If it's like I remember this being so much more fun than it was.
To be fair, I still
it's
was
just
playing Metal Gear
nostalgia.
Solid.
The way I see it,
If you unplug your controller and plug it into the controller 2 slot.
I just
The way-
love the last line of dialogue just being asked as a question.
the way I
Toby.
see it, okay, is games used to be released when they were finished.
Oh.
Now, now we've got Bethesda. I mean, we had Bethesda back in the day, but they used to release finished fucking products. They didn't used to go out for the Christmas release.
Ignore the scorpions in the ground. That's part of the experience.
Ugh. What that dragon's going at 500 miles an hour backwards. It's cool. We'll patch it.
My
Fuck you, that's
favorite glitch from Scott, because I played it on the PS3, which has to be the absolute most glitch-filled nightmare. And it was, and as you walked into Whiterun, you know that's one of the loading screen areas. If you quick go to the right run, a dragon attacked in the town. So every time I'd appear in the town, the skeleton would appear out of the ground, flap around, and then land on the floor.
That's amazing.
I love that. Did you know? Okay, they never patched it out because they found that patching it would glitch it. If you cast Raise Zombie on a dragon skeleton, it like Kamehamehas it away.
Yeah, I mean,
Try...
I mean, even talking modern games, like I'm pretty sure the new Pokemon game, there's a glitch if you save in like Lumoise or whatever it's called, the main city. If you save there was a glitch where it corrupted your save. And this game, it's like we talked about in Kilobits, the fact that there's like betas, and it's almost as if like once a game reaches beta, that's kind of that's almost its release. Like its beta is its release. Like it's like, do people remember Dota 2 having a release? No, because it was in beta for so long.
I actually did, because it was just when I got my really powerful gaming custom laptop. So that was like, oh, I can play Dota now. And then because everyone had played the beta for so long, literally I played like 20 minutes and gone, I suck at this.
I think the fact that you can now patch games means that like they don't have to be as polished as they used to have to be, which is a shame.
They do that with AAA because like obviously sort of smaller games have to be kind of finished because companies for some fucking reason charge to patch games now. Like, what is it, 40k?
Yeah, I think they might have I think they might be dropping that for the Xbox One, but it's still like it's a horrific amount, and that's why Philfish claimed he couldn't patch Fez because it cost too much. I was like,
yeah, funny.
In all fairness, though, Philfish is also because you're a bit of a bell end.
Surely Philfish should just kill himself. Is that too much? Is that too far?
It's all right. He's now out of our hair forever.
See, I love Fez as a concept. Like, I feel like the idea could have been so good, but the fact that Philfish was involved made it.
The fact that it was so badly needed patching, the PC port was dreadful, and he's a bell end. Somewhat count against Fez.
You remember back when he said that all like modern Japanese games were garbage, even though he based his game on Cave Story.
Like I've got nothing wrong with people being a bit of a hipster or anything. That's fine for a bit. But like, he's just like, when you're trying that hard to fit into a stereotype of a grumpy twat, and you've probably never even heard of this. It's like, don't try and be superior when you're actually making an inferior product, and actually no one really cares that much about you.
How they put him beside Team Meat in Indie Game the movie. So it's like these two guys, this is all I have, this is what I'm working hard for, and then it's just him. This guy won't sign the paper. I can't get it out on the shop floor. Ah!
See, I love Team Meat. Like the way they did the whole PR and everything is they just kind of hit the nail on the head for me.
They made fun of Philfish.
Like, I'm weirdly excited for Cat Simulator 2014.
Shit, that does look good, to be fair.
What's it called again? It's
Mugenics.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's good.
I see, and I appreciate a good pun, which is why I do appreciate the pun in the killer bits, and it's a nice little pun. But
it's a pun.
What?
Help!
I remember a killer bit. A kilobyte.
We called it because we used to be called Kill Screen. We used to be called Kill Screen, and someone made a fucking copyright claim. And John and some of the old hosts and I were just sitting around like, what the fuck are we going to call ourselves now? And then John came up with that. And
and stuff. It just feels like it's clearly a bit of a nice little whimsical pun. That's a nice.
My favorite inside joke with games at the moment is the 8-bit version. Dark Souls. It's like
Has anyone played
Oh, the game stick.
There was a really pissy review about it back.
Make until you learn how to make games.
Apparently, sound is cutting. Cannot hear you guys. Sound is cutting out.
Okay, this is clearly an evil Twitch demon, because the Skype call's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as Sam is in charge of the stream, we can blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of that Twitch celebrity that pretended to be in a wheelchair?
Oh, that guy! He was fucking hilarious.
Holy shit! When he got up because he thought that he'd stopped his webcam, and then he fell over like, no man, my cat spilt some water on my electric, and I thought I was going to die, so I saved my cat. Heroic.
God damn it! I'm trying to listen.
Is it wrong?
Oh damn it! I'm trying to listen.
Okay, that's good.
Oh damn it!
Yeah,
Hopefully-
apparently the
hopefully
stream is
local
okay now.
record will be retained.
Sweet.
I think it comes from the source material, so it should be alright. I don't know. I don't know the technical stuff. I just drink whiskey.
So Phil Fish, manners in which he should kill himself.
He should be stuffed full of krill.
I think he should I think he should cover himself in meat and be thrown into a grinder. Because how he tried to screw over, he tried to screw over Team Meat by saying their game was horrible, and then they made a little tribute to him in The Binding of Isaac. If you've seen it.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it was
Team Meat are great at that though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Was it PETA made? Was it Super Tofu Boy or something?
What it is you know the way like what is it there's like the traders in the game, like the traders, I think. Like oh no, it's the 7 deadly sins. Treachery is a guy wearing a fez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Shit.
That's genius.
That is a sick burn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
It
Have you seen what Phil Fish looks like these days? He looks like a fucking
Hope.
tramp. It's so depressing.
Get a dog.
I saw him doing. Oh, I'm so happy that.
What is he
Fez
doing
isn't
with his
happening.
life now? Now he's
Well,
stopped making games in a big huff.
I know that he's hanging out with some Asian dude, and I think they're making a game together.
Is that
He's hanging out with some Asian dude, and my brain just goes to inappropriate
is
places.
your profession? Is that what you're saying as a journalist? He's with some Asian dude.
I've seen him hanging around in some Asian dude's car.
I was gonna say it sounds full like a sketchy witness statement from a prostitute.
Some
Yeah, I
Asian-
saw him with some Asian dude.
I think he
I think they were
was.
making some
Oh
shit.
my god, the concept of making the human centipede of evil, sewing Phil Fish to David Cage.
Oh dear.
Can we make it so Phil
We stick
Fish
Randy
is the
Pitchford in the middle.
Phil Fish, Peter
Nah,
Molyneux, and David Cage.
Fuck.
Let David
it'd be
Cage.
like a human centipede of broken promises.
Who's gonna be the one that can still talk? I think Peter Molyneux would be the best for it.
I don't know. Peter Moore has to be.
I don't know.
He has to be in the middle, I think.
I don't know. I would like David Cage to be there.
That's the worst position.
And David Cage could be at the front, and Phil Fish could be at the back.
Attached anus to mouth emotion. Pixels.
Fucking hell.
So
We want
let's
to be
move on from here. Which team do you subscribe to? Do you subscribe to Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty Ghosts?
Team gaming. Team proper gaming.
Yeah,
Team
sorry,
Gaming Anarchist.
I subscribe to buying the new Mario game and ignoring everything.
The thing is that I can concede that Battlefield's I think it's a superior game to COD, but I hate EA with a burning passion.
Well, everyone hates EA.
I don't want Origins running on my machine.
You play on console because first-person
They also have Origins
first-person
on the console
shooters
version.
are so great on console.
Someone just put add Cliffy B. Yeah, we should also add Cliffy B. It doesn't have to be a 3-person defeat.
It can be as much as we want it to be. We can just add them on as they fuck up.
It's a centipede. We can have 100 segments. Or
Yeah.
50, I guess, 'cause it's 2 legs
That
per
would be.
segment.
It'd be like a Hall of Shame. Just add to the centipede, the human centipede of bullshit gaming developers.
Holy shit. And at the front, eating all the food is Notch. In his fucking fedora.
I had one good idea ever. Nom, nom.
Well, he didn't. I stole one good idea.
Oh my god.
Wait, it's not German?
He's Swiss.
He's from Holland.
He's Swiss.
But that's
isn't he?
not a Dutch accent, mate. Like, I live there. That is not a Dutch accent.
I'm sorry, it all sounds the same.
You stole this idea. Isn't that weird?
Hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, there we go. That is.
Oh, I was doing the gold member voice.
I know you were.
To a Dutch friend of mine, and she was like, "We don't sound like that." And I was like, "You sure fucking do."
Smoking a pancake?
And we're like, "It's so funny." She was watching it, just going, "That's not funny." And we're like,
Hey,
"More pancake?"
That's very funny.
hey everyone, I'm
There's
from
a-
Holland. Isn't that weird?
My Linky was the key.
There's only two things that I'm intolerant of in this world. There's people who are intolerant of other people's feelings.
And the Dutch. That's the best line of any comedy movie.
Shit, now I know what I've got to watch this evening. Lovely.
You just skip through to those couple of scenes. To be fair, that the film is the weaker of the three, but some of those lines are incredible.
Holy shit.
Oh god.
I don't know, which do you think is the best Austin Powers? I think 2.
Two's good.
Too. Although,
What, the spy who shagged me.
Yeah.
It has it introduced Mini-Me, which was incredible.
Yeah, Mini-Me.
there once was a boy.
Like, what's his name?
Scutting.
Vern, whatever his surname is.
Vern Troyer.
That's the one.
All you got
Peter
to do
Dinklage.
is zip it. Zip it good.
Toby, did you just insinuate that every midget looks the same?
Did you just use the word midget?
It's a little person.
How fucking dare you?
Dwarf.
Actually, technically, it is a dwarf, but
I have to edit
hate
this.
speech.
Oh.
See,
It's
I
okay,
just
we-
want to watch In Bruges now.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
awesome. That is so good.
You're a fucking inanimate object.
Have you ever seen Seven Psychopaths?
I haven't seen that yet.
That
No.
is awesome.
See, I was having a conversation with some friends, as you do, about hitting women, and I was like, I'd hit a woman who was coming at me with a bottle, and then my friend totally did not get the reference, and I was just,
Yeah, you're talking about me like I'm not here. Although, to be fair,
My
she did
friend-
refer to me as her friend, which is that's a new feeling. My
yeah, that was,
colleague.
he missed the reference.
Yeah, that's only because my housemate was like, I'd hit a woman.
Totally would.
I was like,
That is true. His housemate was
She
like,
looked at
I
me
would hit a
and
woman.
Pow!
Right in the kisser. Bow, boom, straight to the moon.
Straight to the bone.
fuck.
We're whalers on the moon. We carry a harpoon.
We carry a harpoon.
The
We
way
tell
go-
tall tales and we something and sing a wailing tune.
Don't do that when I'm drinking, mates. Come on.
Carry.
Fucking shit.
I don't want
Oh.
to spit on my computer.
It's a bit real.
It's every man for themselves. Help me, Layla.
Right. What else can we talk about gaming related? Come on, we're gonna be on topic.
Now it's in
Okay,
my head, I have
there's-
sorry, I'm just gonna get this one right out because it's doing me my nutting now. Futurama, there's a great line where it's like they're dissing on mothers. Oh, I'm glad my fat ugly mama's not here to see this. Enough about your promiscuous mother.
Right, Toby, gaming, go.
Okay. You guys remember fucking what was it called? That terrible Mass Effect 3.
Oh,
When they said that they didn't want
Wait,
a
did you
final
say
boss because it
terrible?
yes.
it was.
Oh, you're gonna like piss off so many people with
Wow.
that comment.
Oh no, I'm
It's
gonna
not
piss off
nice.
so many BioWare fans. They're not even people.
Oh my god!
The Untermensch.
Okay. Do you guys remember in Mass Effect 3 when they said that they didn't want to have a final boss because it was going to be too quote unquote video gamey?
That sounds. Oh my! That sounds almost like the Twilight series where she decided there wasn't going to be a final battle because she didn't want to kill off her characters. So BioWare is effectively Stephanie Meyer.
Sure, what was another thing that they said in the interview? Mass Effect 3 ending will be diverse. There will be no A, B, or C choice. And I
They
was like,
literally said there'll be no ABC choice, and your gameplay style will be taken to effect. You could have played like Paragon the whole game and then just gone kill everyone. Like,
kill all the babies!
How are your war assets changing things? Slightly different cutscene.
I really enjoyed choosing between like colors.
There was a
I
man.
love the way that people trolled Bioware though and sent them 2,000 3-color cupcakes. That was the best way of just going, we are so pissed off with you.
There was a guy.
If I was
One
Bioware,
guy
I'd
on
be
his
like-
own funded that. He spent like
I would just be like,
£300.
ooh, cupcakes. Like, I think it would go straight over my head. I would just be like, they're sending us cupcakes. They must love our game.
An animator came up with this great idea for an ending. He's like, how about instead of the original ending, we have Shepard throw a party after he defeats the Reapers, and you choose from 3 colors of drink to serve at your party, but one of the colors kills Garrus and Tally. I was like, that would be amazing.
You know what? Okay, I was actually fine with the ending of Mass Effect 3. Like, I say that I hate these games, but I've played through all of them because they're quite good, really.
But you just wanted them to be better?
No, Toby's
No,
just bitter.
No, it's just that Dragon
Like,
Age
it's
2
not,
happened.
it's not how it was.
Look, Dragon Age 2 happened, and
Whoa.
it's irredeemable.
Broke
I
something
don't-
inside me.
I
don't care how good 3 is. It's just pat.
Yeah, but the first one was so great. I mean, their character development was amazing.
I'm just ready to be burned at the cross any moment.
Like, I guarantee that any female woman, I'm going to say woman because female is a bit weird, any woman who ever plays that game, like Alistair, he speaks and everyone's just like, oh.
I just saw
Actually,
it,
generally, every girl I know who played Dragon Age had a thing for Alistair.
and
Of
then
course they do.
I
He's
thought
adorable.
every
He's a
guy,
pussy.
every guy's just like, what a fucking prick.
Every guy is too busy like staring at Morrigan. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Oh God. Hang on. Someone in the chat. Tomorrow's headline: fans, not people, and they like Dragon Age 2. I can only apologize for your terrible taste.
I think that the biggest problem people have with Dragon Age 2 is that the scope was so massively narrowed, and it just went from being a traditional Bioware RPG to being a third-person action game.
It went from there was a time skip 10 minutes into the game, and it skips a year of life that your character should have like experienced.
Yeah. Like trying
And
to
if
get
you
a
take
house.
a year's worth of gameplay was taken away from the player.
See,
I
going
think it was
back,
like 6 years in total.
no, going back from here to like the whole gaming review thing that me and Toby do, like if we say these kind of things, there's always someone who disagrees, so you always get the negative comments of, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, we can have our opinions and we can say this is why we think what we think, and people will always be there will always be someone who disagrees. Like, just how as there is someone who will always like Dragon Age 2, there is always someone who has the complete opposite opinion to you.
Yeah, I think it's
And that's
perfectly
good, I think.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think if we all like the same stuff, although I think we all pretty much agree that Hell and Damnation was an awful title. But there's
Right
obviously
to hell,
broken games.
retribution,
There are
keep it
broken
right.
games, and there are games that are depending on your taste and narrative style or gameplay and things. And every game's for someone. I mean, the people who made it must have liked it. They must have thought it was a good idea when they developed it. Well, some of them did. Well, actually, it's not. The head of marketing who pitched the idea and then gave them the budget and said, "Make this by Christmas."
Shit.
the passion.
I demand your
The deep
finest
emotional
game.
investment that goes into that.
Ask David Cage to write the script.
Fuck.
Mayans, everybody.
I think that's. I was gonna say, I think that's part of like any kind of video game criticism that you do, though. Like, there's always going to be someone who disagrees, and then within those people who disagree, there's always going to be someone who takes their disagreement to extremes. Like, I'm sure you, Chris, and yourself, Sam, must have had people say negative things about you as a person because of your opinion.
I like Kane and Lynch.
totally.
I like Kane and Lynch too. So bring it on,
Holy
everybody.
shit, you're ill.
There we go.
I think the sad thing is the Kane and Lynch series had so much potential as a concept,
I only liked it because the person I was playing it with.
and then it became Grand Theft Auto 5. That is basically how they got Michael and Trevor. It is clearly Kane and Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly tweaked, but it's clearly Kane and Lynch.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It proves that the character dynamic was there. But but that it was a terrible, broken husk of an experience that
Idea of
Sam
those
should be ashamed
multiplayer
of.
games where the multiplayer games where you betray your teammates and stuff at the right time. That was genius.
The
It was
40th
just
day, come on.
IO Interactive made it. Who was it made that?
Square Enix,
I-
I think.
They published it. Who
Oh.
who developed it? It was
Oh.
I can't remember now. But it was just a
To be fair, like I really liked the aesthetic of Dog Days, like the buffering for loading and shit like that. That was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then you pressed a button and nothing happened.
I think the reason I love that game is me and my friend Mike just sort of like crapped all over it and made it the most entertaining experience ever. Like the concept, the fact that you chase a naked man and his girlfriend down the street screaming, "Brady!"
That's it. Oh my god. Okay. Have you guys ever played Xenoclash?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've 200G'd that first game 5 times. People would come to my house and bring their Xbox tag, and they'd just be like, "Hey Toby, I want 200G on Xenotrash." But because I'd gone through it so many times, like if you play anything with friends, anything is bearable.
That's true. That is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Oh,
the only reason
incidentally, I just Googled to double check. It was IO Interactive, who, of course, the people who did make Hitman. So these are the same people who
Shit.
made Hitman, Hitman 2, Contracts, Blood Money, obviously Absolution as well. But they did, and also Freedom Fighters. So
fuck, Freedom Fighters was great.
they
I
made some
loved it.
incredible titles. And
Freedom. Wait. Whoa. What? Freedom
You-
Fighters was what?
Great.
No.
Yeah, Freedom
No,
Fighters.
Toby.
It was so easy though. My friend Pat completed the game going only backwards and only using the wrench.
See,
wasn't
the thing is,
the
my
protagonist
experience.
called the Freedom Phantom?
Freedom Fighters. What? Hang on,
See,
what?
the thing is, my experience of Freedom Fighters was I had a friend who had a GameCube because I didn't have a GameCube at the time, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you should totally play this Freedom Fighters game with me." And so we played multiplayer, and there's a whole like, what do you have to like recruit mercenaries or something?
Yeah, because they've taken
Yeah,
over the.
but I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing, so he wiped the floor with me and was like, "This is so much fun."
You don't
And I
like
was
it
like,
because you weren't very
"Fuck
good
this
at it.
game." No, I didn't like it because I didn't have a fucking clue how to play it.
Well, Fran, calm down, Total Biscuit.
Oh, come on,
like,
but
oh,
did you
don't
guys
play
not have that one
this.
friend who's like, play this with me, but then doesn't explain how to play it and then like kicks your ass?
Oh yeah, you have that.
Yeah,
friend.
no, I don't have that one friend because I am that one friend.
Oh, yeah, that's you. That's you, Toby.
That-
You
that's-
wanker.
That's me as well. It must be a Scorpio
Hey.
thing.
Just go here, play some Dark Souls.
So what we've established is that you guys are the wankers and I'm the wanky.
The wanky.
Well, to be fair, wait.
How does that analogy work?
You know, can we stay away from anything that's going to be turned into a GIF set on Tumblr?
See, that's the thing. I can't say anything about you guys being different from me without it being some kind of gender issue.
Sexist.
Fuck's sake! Fuck's sake!
You're not allowed
Do
an
you guys
opinion.
Do you guys remember, like 5 years ago, this wasn't an issue because nobody cared,
Yeah. And then
and now everybody's like up in fucking arms, and I don't care if women want to play games, but now apparently it's the thing, and I'm a fascist and a rapist.
Yeah, Toby. I
I was told actually only today. I was told that because I made a comment, and I didn't actually even make the comment that they accused me of making. That I mentioned that a lot of the abuse that was going to an Eatsokism was a lot of go make me a sandwich. A lot of it was that. I said, however, there were people who sent abuse and what have you, and those people were dicks. And then someone went, "You're a rape apologist, and you're saying that rape threats are funny." And I was like,
No,
"What? Like you condone rape?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
did you
I
watch the
didn't
video?
say that. What? It's like you just make it, and he's like, "I have no interest in listening to you because you belittled rape threats." And I was like, "Well, if it's not a credible threat, I will say. If I say I'm going to reach through this laptop now, Sam, and rape you, that's not a credible threat."
I'm just gonna make a phone call.
Yeah, technology's not there yet. That's not a credible
That's
threat.
not a thing. That's not a credible.
Yeah.
If someone said, yeah, if someone sent like abusive messages, threatening violence, that is a thing. But there's a difference between that and a credible threat. I said also, to be fair, there's a difference between someone actually being threatened physically or sexually and somebody typing a message saying, I fucking hate you. There is a difference. And all I said was that. And they were like, how dare you? And I was like, whoa, what? Yeah, in fact, yeah, someone saying you're also a pussy licker who understands women. I actually made a comment going, funnily enough, if you want to go to someone who's said that harassing people, particularly women, is entirely is despicable, I actually have at least 3 videos on the subject specifically about a certain case of harassment. How many does Anita Sarkeesian have? 0. What she's got is a few videos and a martyr complex. That's enough. But...
You see, I don't take issue with Anita Sarkeesian as a person, but her research is largely plagiarized and her videos are pointless.
That's my issue is that she raised $150,000 to say what's already been said better by cleverer women.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
it's
I'm
not.
not even going to get involved in this topic because I feel like whatever I say will piss off one group or another. Like,
Fran, this can always.
so I'm not going to.
If we just.
I'm not
okay,
going to comment. There will be a
to
vlog
put-
one day, a well thought out vlog that doesn't stand on any toes and somehow steps on everyone's toes.
As long as you don't start screaming rape culture and not listening to anything anyone's saying, you've got an open.
Rape culture!
See, this is the thing. Okay, Fran here can put out a vlog about rape culture not existing, and no one will give a shit. But if I do it, I'm a monster.
It's because you have
Yeah,
a beard.
You fucking rapist, Toby. What the fuck is wrong with you? You sick pervert.
I reckon it's beard envy.
See, that's exactly the point. So you've got Angela here, who is actually an active feminist, and has said, her delivery is god awful and boring. Not you, Fran. Anita Sarkeesian. She's not an ally. She's part of the problem, and she is because she makes more enemies than anything. She turns me, who actually I really, really want to encourage better representation, because I'm frankly bored of that all protagonists are white guys with like they're all white guys with brown hair, all of them. Like, would like to see some variation. I'd like to see less stereotyping. That'd be nice. But the way she makes it is like an accusation in some way that like the majority of game developers are men and they make games for men. The fucking monsters, and they're brainwashed because of the patriarchy. And you kind of go, or is it not that we need to be more inclusive and encourage the fact that yes, a large proportion of gamers are now women, are now also ethnic. Also, it's not just white teenage boys in America playing video games anymore. It's a global thing. You don't see many positive representations of Asian people, even in Asian games.
No, I mean, have you guys played Sleeping Dogs?
Yes.
Because that is probably one of the best games I've played on the generation, I'd say.
It's really good.
And it's so weird to see like a game which has one white dude in it and he's the baddie. Like, that doesn't happen.
No, like if you consider ethnic issues, you get these kind of situations that I've read about at conventions where women are cosplaying, and it's generally non-white women who are cosplaying as white characters, and people are being like, "Oh, you should cosplay as people who are the same ethnicity as you," and it's like, "Well, fuck you. You can cosplay as whoever you want." Who?
This is the question. That's the problem, that there is underrepresentation when it comes to cosplay. It's like there's two kind of stereotypes you can be to be a cosplayer. You can either look like to look like a small child, or have big boobs and a tiny waist. Those are the two things that are acceptable.
Either way, then.
Those are the two things that are considered those are the two kind of like physical stereotypes there are. For me, I was like, okay, maybe I can be a gunzerker. That was like what can I cosplay as? I don't know. There's very few things, because I'm literally the only person who can consistently is Nolan North. He can cosplay as everyone because he is everyone.
Yeah,
he's every protagonist ever.
That's the thing. They make these games to appeal to as many people as possible, and I can understand that from a marketing standpoint. But if we're going down the sort of the avenue where games are as legitimate as film as an entertainment thing, then we should have as much diversity as film.
Yeah, we should. And let's face it, when Twilight can be the biggest selling movie series for ages, that says a lot, and that has a terrible representation of women. It treats like like Bella. There's a name Bella? I don't know.
Bella,
I think it is. But she's horrifically like mistreated, and it's like, yeah, you whore, and your body isn't even yours. And if you get an ectopic pregnancy, you better not abort it, you fucking sick murdering bitch. Now be a good little wifey to your manipulative, heartless bastard of a man, and be thankful for it. You go, whoa,
See,
what the fuck is that? That's the message
Stephanie
of Twilight,
Meyer,
by the way, kiddies.
Isn't Stephanie Meyer a Mormon though?
She is
Yep.
a weirdo. Do you know what? Apparently, the weird thing is, 50 Shades of Grey was apparently a slash fic of Twilight.
Yep.
Excellent.
I heard that. See, my real issue is not it's not about having characters of X gender or Y gender. It's about having good characters. And I think that regardless of what Toby says about Mass Effect, Commander Shepard is a good character, regardless of whether you play Commander Shepard as a male or a female. Like that's a well-developed character in that it doesn't matter. And to me, it's like provided you develop your characters well, I don't give a shit. Like I understand the majority of characters in games tend to be male, but if they're well-developed male characters, then that's fine by me.
I mean, they should be characters should be compelling, but I do wonder with the Shepard thing is Shepard a good character, or is Shepard a blank that you put yourself into?
It's a
I was
blank.
going to say Shepard is
Shepard's awesome because I'm awesome.
Yeah, Shepard's like
Yeah, but
Link.
then
He's
you
a
could say that the
blank
same about
canvas.
whoever you play as in Dragon Age, because Dragon Age
You could.
and
You
any
could-
of the
yeah,
other
something like
games,
that. I mean,
you're
for example,
projecting
however,
yourself.
not that it's the greatest games of all time. However, like you play Uncharted, you are Nathan Drake. You're not you playing Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
He clearly has his own personality as a character. He's
It's
actually
sort of-
one of the better characterized characters, sadly.
What about Helen Mirren? She's great.
I like yeah. But yeah, that's true. There is. I mean, there is Hollywood. There's a massive deficit when it comes to. We're talking about that video game is somehow worse than other medium, but if you look at Hollywood, actresses, you get a girl sort of around the age of about sort of they do child acting, then they get to about 15 and they consider them. Oh, is it okay to sexualize them a bit? And then they rinse them until they hit about 30, and then go. You can be someone's mum and then leave, and that's their career. And that's really
Whereas
sad. And that's if you go right to the upper age of the thing. Well, who have you got? Who have you got? You've got Maggie Smith. You've got Judi Dench. You've got Helen Mirren.
And that's it. I mean, look. Okay, the way I see it,
Miriam
it's like
Mugwells as well.
the way I see it, it's like Red. Okay, Red is a movie full of cool old dudes and Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
If we had like an actual proper divide of equality, then it wouldn't be a bunch of cool old dudes and Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
It would be a bunch of
Expendables.
fuck. I love the Expendables. I mean, what a terrible
Who did they
film.
get? Who did they got? They got what's her face from Buffy, didn't they? That was the feat. And she was in the first one. Claire Carpenter. She was in the first
Oh
one.
God, I think so.
I think she's.
Is she the one that? Is she the one
Jason
just
Statham.
before? Yeah, she's the one just before Jason Statham goes. Now I'm gonna deflate all your balls or something.
I'm a fucking beat your head in.
But going on from here, like,
Mm.
and this whole issue, what do you predict from gaming as a future? Like,
I predict that Gone Home will make more money than anyone really should from a game about walking forwards. I don't know. Okay, Gone Home isn't a video game.
Yeah.
Video games have objectives and a risk of loss. In Gone Home, you can't lose. It's advertised as an experience, and that's what you got. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hour and a half I got for $15.
I mean, do you get the value for? I mean, I'd argue that. I mean, obviously, like when you go back to the argument I had before about the reviewing, when you kind of compare Gone Home to Grand Theft Auto 5, whether it's your cup of tea or not, as value for money, quality of gameplay per pound spent, GTA knocks Gone Home out of the park. If it's your have a game or not, but
yeah. But I don't know. I thought Gone Home was good. Like I just want to clear that because it sounded like I was laying into it. Like I thought it was a good fucking experience. I cried a little bit. No,
see, for me, I know people, Toby yourself included, argue that older games are better, but maybe newer games have more criticisms, and I feel like the criticisms of newer games hopefully help to shape them into becoming better games. So I think like the future of gaming is positive, and like you look at GTA where it made £1 billion in God knows how few days, and you realize that gaming is always on the up and up and up. Like it's currently it's very up and coming, and things are only going to get better. And I do hope that there's a shift from this franchising that currently exists, in that they'll introduce more like new games, like Watch Dogs or what have you. Like they're going to try and introduce more new games and new characters. They're not just going to keep like hashing out an old beaten dead dog like Call of Duty and to an extent now Battlefield also does. So I guess that's my opinion.
I think that the inherent danger of the increasingly kind of inflated AAAs, I feel, is that there is a point where that other companies are trying to chase that. Now AAA game means has to sell at least 5 million units in a month or it's a waste of time. And that is a danger because everyone's chasing that. That's why Tomb Raider, as a decent enough game, was a failure to Square Enix. I don't know why they put multiplayer in, but it was a solid game.
Yeah, without the multiplayer, like the single player was lovely.
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, yeah, it didn't have. It wasn't not really a core Tomb Raider because it wasn't that many puzzles. But it was a good game. It's a well-made game, and it sold well. But they were like, it sold 3 million. That's not enough. That's rubbish. That's a failure. Because they spent $100 million to try and chase Call of Duty money.
I described Tomb Raider.
Okay, that's
I
what
once
they're
went
doing
to
with
a
Dark Souls.
pub quiz.
Okay, so, what?
I once went to a pub quiz where you had to rate Lara Croft's, like, order them in terms of release date based on their bust.
Horrible.
Welcome to
Toby, what was your point?
Okay, my point. I'm really sorry, Fran. I didn't mean to sound teasy if I was. No, my point was that this is what they're doing with Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
Like they're chasing that AAA dream, and Dark Souls 1 sold what 2.5 million.
Yeah.
And that's
a massive success.
Yeah, it's considered a success because it was made on CRT monitors in some fucking basement in Japan, and now Namco Bandai are like, Namco Bandai were like, oh, people like that game. It's got credibility. Maybe we should go out and make $4,000 billion.
Dora.
It's also like a game you mentioned before, Splinter Cell. They turned around and they said, this game doesn't sell very well because it's not accessible enough. Let's make it more accessible. What happened? It tanked. And no one wants an accessible Splinter Cell. I want a hardcore stealth title out of Splinter Cell. That's why it had the audience it had.
I want Michael Ironside back, not going to lie.
Yeah.
I don't want fucking whoever this... Like, they've taken 20 years off Sam Fisher.
Yeah.
And, like, half the cool thing about Michael Ironside is that you feel like you're sort of Ian McKellen crawling through vents, like... But no. The idea of... Especially because... what was it? Wasn't Double Agent. What was the one they did after that with the objectives printed on the wall? Conviction. And that was like, here, click here. Now click there to kill that person. Bang, right, he's dead. Now go over here. Oh, what are you doing? I remember when Splinter Cell was this cripplingly difficult, almost a puzzle game of a stealth game.
Oh, and the fact that there was an alternative to every situation, so you just needed to look for it. Like, they always like, always stealth alternative. You don't have to fight at all.
I remember when that was just built into the game and they didn't have to put it on the fucking box.
I do think it's fair to say that certainly I think that there's an argument that the AAAs are bringing more and more attention to gaming in general, and that's whether it's good or bad. Obviously, with some games they kind of caught bad attention, like GTA. They love that bad attention. In fact, it turns out they hired Max Clifford in the back in the day to get them bad PR, so they sell titles. Geniuses. Unfortunately, the downside of it being is that what they've inadvertently done is turn around and made their customers into pariahs who turn around and go, "You're a monster for playing that game." And you go, "No, I'm not." But the newspaper said, "Yeah, the newspaper's paid for by Rockstar say that we're scum." That's a hard one to kind of.
GTA PR. I love that there was originally this whole issue of there's no female protagonist, but then when you look at the game, you realize that every single character is a stereotype. So of course there's never going to be a female protagonist. And from there then became this issue of, oh, there's people who aren't 18 playing this game. This game is being sold to underagers. When I was like 10, I was playing GTA 3 for fuck's sake. Like,
Jesus Christ,
this game is not going to encourage crazy city-wide rampages and children.
It was not a good time to mention that I was at university when I was playing GTA 3.
Fucking hell. I was about to say, I'm feeling fucking old
Toby,
now.
you're like 2 years older than me. Fuck's sake. Stop being like, I'm so old.
But it's a long 2 years.
No, we're going to figure it out.
Console generation.
Let's find out. When did GTA 3 come out? And then we'll find out how old you were. And we'll find out how old I was. 2001. Yeah, so I was 10 and you were 12, Toby. Stop being such a fucking I was so old. You were a 12-year-old.
I was 13.
Whatever. The point
was
of the matter
2001.
is that when you were 12/13, you were playing GTA, and you get all these people being
Yes.
like, "This game shouldn't be exposed to children." And it's like,
Okay,
fuck
but
that. When I was a child, I was going
Fran, can
on
we just
5-star blood-fueled rampages,
Fran,
and
can we
also
just agree that
inputting the flying cards cheat.
neither of us have turned out to be well-balanced individuals?
I disagree. I am incredibly well balanced. You, on the other hand, like, that's up for debate.
Fucking.
This is an episode of Jeremy
Don't
Kyle waiting to
tar me with your brush, Toby.
You've heard. You are not a well-balanced individual, Fran.
I disagree. I'm plenty balanced.
Can we just
Yeah,
get
sure,
Chris...
you're plenty balanced on the outside, but I know full well
I'm
that
like
you've got
the
ethics.
champions in League of Legends. I'm the champion in League of Legends. It's plenty balanced.
You can't. Oh, fucking
Oh
no.
Dun, dun.
Fran, that was worse than
I'm
fucking ogre blown.
I'm just going to have
No,
a
that was
nuclear
that was not a serious comment. Some people have difficulty,
Yeah, you need
like
to
I learned from
specify
my
that.
previous video. Some people have difficulty telling when I'm joking and when I'm not. But that was not a serious comment.
It's the problem with dry Scottish wit. It can potentially be just threatening.
Yeah, and then people can tell you that you're a bitch and a gold digger. I've had that.
Sorry, I'm really baffled. Why gold digger?
Because
So
she
okay,
said that
so
she
I
wanted to...
made this
Sorry.
video. I made this video because there's a lot of talk at the moment on women being portrayed sexually in video games. So I decided to flip that on its head, take it to extremes, and make the top 5 sexiest video game characters looking at predominantly male characters. So the reason I'm a gold digger is because I said that Phoenix Wright as a lawyer would be a great sugar daddy. So that makes me a gold digger. The reason I'm a bitch is because I said this, bearing in mind this was previous to me saying that Machoke was sexy. Machoke is a Pokemon. So I just said I am sexually attracted to a Pokemon. I then said that Samus was sexy because he was so cool. I know Samus is a woman, but the joke was...
it says this, you can't make ironic statements about not being a proper gamer and being a girl. Cause
No, apparently that makes me a
Interwebs don't
bitch and a
get
gold
it.
digger. Oh, I love the internet sometimes.
You say meme instead of meme.
Oh,
No meme.
fucking hell. Do you remember what happened to, what's his name? Freddy Got Fingered dude. Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Where is he now?
4chan trolled him into the ground.
I remember that when it was like, it's one of these meanies. But where is he?
There was a video clip, have you ever seen it, where Cat Von D's on his show? And there's like,
Oh,
do you have any Battletoads? And they keep asking for Battletoads, and he just keeps shouting barrel roll at the camera.
yeah. Oh, I miss
Barrel
Tom
roll.
Green.
Me too.
Oh,
Do people
Freddy
like?
Got Fingered was a seminal work.
Do people like that?
Fuck.
The first time I watched Freddy Got Fingered, that's one of those things when you know you're young when you watch a film like Freddy Got Fingered and just think it's genius. And I still maintain it was genius.
It still is genius.
First
man.
time I
If you
saw
watched it-
Daddy, would you like some sausage? That was one of the funniest things I ever saw in my
Daddy,
entire
would you
life.
like
Oh
sausages.
dear, I think I was gonna say I think that like you have to have such a thick skin when it comes to saying anything in such a public forum. Like the internet in recent years has become such a forum for discussion that regardless of what you say, and as someone who makes YouTube videos, as you know, people it's like you're presenting yourself for people to tear apart, and they do. So you need to have that kind of thick skin. Which is, it's a shame for people who don't, because it almost means that because they don't have a thick skin, their opinions aren't heard.
Also, I do think that thick skin can only last for so long, and that's why. I mean, although I don't have sympathy for Phil Fish because he's a dick, but like the point of the matter is that he wasn't. I don't think he's. He is an asshole. But in general, when people flip out online, it's often that they're not monsters or anything. They're just like they've just had enough. But obviously, some people caught it. Like Phil Fish, he loved it.
See, I'm hoping. I've only been in the game for a couple months, so I'm hoping that I don't go Phil Fish's route and just like have some kind of weird mental breakdown.
I've only had it on one so far. I've only had one, and it was horrible, and I replied to it, and I don't know why.
I've been pretty mean. Although to be fair, I've been pretty. Even though I've actually like I called out some like 14-year-old's use of the N-word on YouTube, and that turned into a bit of a thing with all his mates going, "Fuck you, man! He's not a fucking racist." And I was like, "Yeah, well, he said that to a black guy who got really upset, and then you blocked him, and then made a video why it was okay for you to say it." So yeah, I kind of cursed him out a bit.
Oh, there are certain things that you just can't say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at
Like,
least if you've got the freedom to say it, but at the same time they have the freedom to go, "You said what?"
Yeah, but like, there's just some things that not that you can't say, but it's a really good idea not to say.
Yeah.
Like I was doing a Dark Souls Let's Play, and I made some joke about Tumblr, and just fucking got upset. Basically, I was like, "Oh God, what have I done?"
Open the floodgates. We're gonna make bad
Nah,
gifs
but I
about you.
Die, you cisgendered scum, die.
Wait, did you say GIF?
Yeah, I
No.
said Jeff.
Sam,
Yeah, I said Jeff.
you legitimately call it the right name.
Yeah.
It's not the right name though. The
Well,
correct.
because it's
He's wrong.
G. It's okay. It's because it's graphical. G.
But probably the inventor of it then goes, no, GIF. What?
I always said Jeff.
That would be with a J.
All people need to die.
I call it a gif.
A Giphy.
I just feel like I'm going to be burned at the stake. Because like, oh, why'd you call it that? I just call it that because that's how I call it. I used to call memes memes.
Mems. Oh, Sam, my
Fucking
darling.
hell.
I feel like I want to pat you on, like, ruffle your hair and pat you on the head and be like, "Off you go to school."
Yeah.
She's brought out the second she starts saying "darling," you know you fucked up.
Yeah. I'm wearing
In
a
a
hat.
nice way, sometimes.
Yeah, you're 20. You know not the ways of the world. Is the internet fun?
Oh dear.
Wasn't it?
It wasn't GIF Kitchen. Yes, it was a kitchen. Didn't we change it to SIF to make things less confusing?
A sif. What, like the
We had,
kitchen?
we
cleaner?
had,
That
we
doesn't
had
help.
GIF. It was GIF, and then we changed it to SIF.
I thought it
Nah,
was changed to
Sif
Sif
is a
because that's what it's
kitchen
called on the
cleaner.
continent.
Yeah, it is, but it was originally called GIF.
Well, we
so
can't use sif. We can't
consistency.
use yif because that's something fucking weird on the internet.
Oh, GIF. Oh, God, no. Let's not
What
get
can we?
into
Okay,
Rule 34.
No, let's.
I think we're just gonna have to
Go.
stick to gif.
Can we please leave
Just-
the furries out of this just once?
And then watch what happens as all the
There is
furries.
an interesting thing, though. Has anyone noticed that most people who like the most bronies, like, I'm fine with being a brony, that's fine, but why are so many of them like into brony yiff?
Because
it's
they
called-
watch the show.
It's called
And then-
clopping, by the way,
It's actually called clopping.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Sam would know. Would you, Sam?
because I had a brony friend who was a 15-year-old New York
Oh, you had a
teenager.
brony friend. His brony
He was a 15-year-old, okay?
friend.
I don't know.
His name was Liam,
Oh,
and he was
dear.
on. Chris is
But
frozen.
let's not get into this because it's gonna progressively just go downhill.
Why are you so mean to me?
I would very much like to wash my eyes out with bleach right now.
We need to hold up. We need to hold up a second. My connection is going a bit nuts.
Okay, okay.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on this like suspenseful moment of flop.
I really want to put on my. I really want to put on my animation that I had set. Do you think I
It
should?
does appear to be. Have all the cams frozen? Apparently mine has.
Yeah,
Are we okay?
we broke.
Well, I've been holding this pose like a pro for like 3 hours.
That is proper professional.
I'm gonna try and solve. Okay. Well, see, Jan's still moving, but Chris is not.
Yeah, I'm still moving.
Okay, I'm just going to refresh my.
Oh dear. What the fuck is this? There we go. It's gone.
Okay, let's put this back on.
It's a mouse now. That's exciting.
I'm gonna pick your nose because you're mean.
Go on then. Go on.
Yep, right there.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
Right there.
No, stop that.
Please.
Stop that immediately. I can't believe. Okay. I can't believe that Peggy's not overheating right now. Which is lovely.
Peggy is
Hang on.
his laptop
laptop.
that can't cope.
Hang on.
Well,
Jam Rico. Toby's frozen for me. Fix plus.
Well, yeah, obviously you've been frozen for a long time, Toby. You're like this. Wait, I need to get my pipe.
I'm actually coming through on the stream at all because my camera's clearly not, but I can hear.
You're now loading.
Yeah.
You're that like loading symbol what they use.
Even though that's weird because I am actually like my camera seems to be working on Skype. Oh, that's just frozen.
there we are.
Back.
Shit. Fran, were you just doing my pose?
I was doing your pose.
We should do that for the. We should do that for the thumbnail. We should all go.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Please do
I mean,
that way,
the
Del.
ciders are empty and I've kind of run out. I've got some rum somewhere, but I'm not gonna go get it because that would be.
On a school night.
I don't have school tomorrow.
Then it's Friday.
Friday.
No. Okay. I heard the fucking melody kick in then. I wasn't going to allow that to happen.
Right, it's we've caught up. We've caught up with the stream. I think.
Yeah.
So we can.
think it's just working yet. Now then we good time. Maybe we should round the stream up.
Oh.
I don't know. We could go on. Where's the rum gone? Why is the rum always gone?
It's in the kitchen.
I've got
It is.
porcine.
Maybe we should try out a round. Maybe we should try out a round of the video game drinking game.
I don't.
Those who aren't drinking,
I
you don't have to drink, but maybe we should play it for a minute, see if it works.
I don't have any
Shit,
drink.
let's do it.
Oh.
What? Okay, I don't
Okay,
have.
so how we do it is it makes sense for the viewers. I'd say is if I started and then it went literally if we went round in a circle. So if it went me, Sam, Toby, Fran,
I thought this was going to be for next week. I'm not prepared.
We'll try it out. As it doesn't. You don't have to drink anything. We'll just do it as a test game.
I want to play in the official game.
I want to play the official game. I've got this.
I want to play in the official game plus.
Yeah, so no one else, regardless of who else you get on this show, no one else is allowed to play.
I've got
This is an
schnapps.
exclusive thing.
This is like Gaming Anarchist and Killer Bits. It's like we're like this now.
Yeah,
Like
This is us on top.
This is crossover.
Right, we're prepared.
Okay.
Mhm.
Chris,
Okay.
go.
My body is ready.
Oh god, this stuff smells horrible.
Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem.
Mass Effect 3.
Tomby.
Tom, what?
Tomby.
What does that end in?
I.
I? What the fuck begins with I?
I know
Icarus,
one.
Kid Icarus.
No,
Well, that's
no.
Oh, Infinity Blade.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
Nice.
Ew.
God damn it! Why can't I? I've got. Oh God. Oh, I had something, then I lost it. Why am I failing so quickly?
Yeah, game over.
Game over,
Yeah.
yeah!
It's made me laugh.
Chris
I'm
loses. He's out. Continue.
I'm so not losing. I'm enjoying my whiskey. Why can't I think of an E? What kind of games come with? What kind of game starts with an E?
Well, there's a bunch of them. I'm not going to spoil
Why
it.
why am I failing so badly? This is bad.
Keep
I'm
him
usually really good at
drinking.
this.
Keep him drinking.
No, I am still drinking. Don't worry.
I can,
Ever
I can think of one.
best.
It's just annoying me because the first one I came up with was an E, and that's all I can think of.
It is actually one of the most used letters.
EverQuest.
Fuck. Hold on.
T.
Okay, again, Eternal Darkness. I've just said that.
Oh, T. Oh, this is hard when you're put on the spot. Time Splitters?
I love Time Splitters. That was oh my
Silent
god, I
Hill.
love it so much.
Oh,
Blah.
he's good at this.
League of Legends, bitches.
So League of Legends.
Yeah, S.
Yep.
Sonic Colors.
That game was good.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Superman 64.
Hedgehog
G.
ends with G, you retard.
Oh, I
Cool.
didn't want to play this.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
That's a foul. That would have been a shot in.
Fuck. Okay. Gyro Man.
Never Winter Nights.
Shit.
Yeah, S's are going to prove to become a problem.
Yeah.
SmackDown versus Raw.
Fuck, that game's awesome.
Fuck you, Chris. Oh,
You're meant to
no.
be drinking, Sam.
I know. I don't like this stuff. It's schnapps. I just had it in my room.
There's plenty of games beginning with W. Come on.
Naps is like 15%. Man up. I'll give you. Oh, come on.
This
Biggest
is
MMO ever.
This is 21. Oh, World of Warcraft. Thank you. This is 21. Okay.
Tales of Symphonia.
Oh, that's easy.
Toby.
Yeah. What?
You said Tales
Yeah,
of
Tales of
Symphonia.
Symphonia.
Grunty.
What?
He said World of Warcraft. It's your turn.
Yeah,
I've
Tales of
said it
Symphonia.
twice. Well
I
done.
can't hear it.
You're doomed.
Fucking open your ears.
Tales of what?
Symphonia. You've got an A.
So A. Alien Swarm. Man, I should open Steam. My Steam library is alphabetized.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's definitely.
Don't you
cheating.
dare. Don't you dare. March of War.
Resident Evil. I didn't even need to drink.
Oh god. Link to the Past?
That
Oh, fuck. Tales of the Abyss.
Ah, nice. Street Fighter 2.
Renegade Ops.
Silent Hill.
We've already
Oh,
had
no,
it. Game
repeat,
over. You
repeat,
drink.
can't repeat.
What? No, because that one was a forfeit, remember?
We've had Silent Hill before.
Yeah, on my forfeit.
Nope. Try again.
Oh. Oh.
Say Silent Hill. With there's ones with suffixes.
Oh, okay. Silent Hill 4, The Room. I like this game. It's a fun game.
Metal Gear Solid.
Nice. Destruction Derby.
Destruction Derby. Derby?
It's
Derby.
so easy when it's
Oh,
anyone
okay.
else's go.
I'm sorry, you were English. I bet there's a Young Guns game.
A what?
Wait, no, I'm thinking of one. I can't. I can't think of one starting with I. No.
Derby ends with a Y, man.
Oh no, why? That's what I said.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
You're just foreign.
I know.
Foreigner.
I was born and raised in an English military camp, I'll have you know.
In Germany.
Fuck.
I'm an army brat.
Well, what?
Um,
This is fantastic.
please stop!
I can't even think of why.
I can't either.
It's
Yoshi's
difficult.
Story.
Oh.
No spoilers.
Yoshi's
Then
I
you're getting a Y, Toby, you retard.
Yoshi's Island?
Shit.
Wait.
Wait, what? Hang on, what's happening?
Oh, someone said
Oh,
Yakuza! Fuck!
Well done, James.
Wait, Dragon's Dogma.
A. Assassin's Creed.
Shit, with more booze, this would be amazing.
Yeah, this is
Exactly. This
so
is a
gonna
good
be fun.
drinking game.
We should do it next week because Chris is off and I'm off.
Deep down, I think we can consider in development.
Is Chris just ending the game? Is that what you're doing?
And
I can't wait for Deep
no,
Down.
no room in hell.
Uh,
That was a good practice. I think this can work.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yep,
gonna say,
yep.
is this over?
Yeah, so I can stop drinking these awful schnapps.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
I
this-
will
this
stop
needs to
drinking
be-
my
this
cider.
needs to be a repeat thing, and this needs to, we need to like properly prepare this. Get some low yield beer, cider, stroke beverage, and spirits, and do this properly.
The whiskey that
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
the
man.
whiskey that I ordered that you showed me is coming next week. So
That is 60%. If you do that in shots, you will die. I did that.
The best podcast ever.
Sam dies on screen.
Oh god, seriously, the first time I tried that stuff, It's so strong. It's done. It's in the Highland single malt, and the strength is handwritten on the bottles. It's about
Shit,
60%.
that's awesome.
That's
and
intense.
it's so nice. But the first time I drank it, I drank about half a bottle of it, and this other I drank half another bottle of it, and like 5 hours later, I kept getting more drunk, and I was like, to the point I was sitting there like this.
It's making round
My
two
friend
on
was
me.
like, he was like, Chris, you're right, and I was like, and then he went, I asked you a question, and I was like, I answered it. And he was like, you did, and I went, oh, I thought it. And I went, I think I'm gonna go get some beer to help me sober up. And he went, what? He was like, I just think I need some beer. I'll be okay. I was so drunk. I've never been that drunk in my life. It nearly killed me, but it was so much
The
fun.
most drunk I ever was is at it had to be at my sister's birthday party, of course, but someone had just recently taught me the ways of drinking. It's like, if you breathe through your nose, you can chug any drink if you focus on that. So I was like, all right, I didn't bring any drink. Here, Sam, here's these 10 glasses. Use these while we play Kings. So
Right, come on, we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Are we rapping?
We've been here for nearly 3 hours.
Yeah,
We've been-
it's a sign of a successful podcast, I'd say. But yeah, it's probably a good time to wrap this up.
I have to pose.
Dude, I've had like the best fucking time.
I have to
This
pose.
has been good.
We should have you
It
on
has,
again.
and we're prepared for the future of drinking games.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
we
say,
did-
are we invited back?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we totally need to do a certainly you definitely do that again, and definitely when you can we should wait till you can get yourself a cam and we can do the drinking game.
Absolument, mon petit déjeuner. I'll be there.
That's
I don't understand foreign.
You speak in your foreign tongues.
You speak
Shit,
American?
well, GG guys.
Okay. So, Chris, you want to do
that was really good. That was
wrap
enjoyable.
up?
Oh, also, actually, one thing before we go.
Mhm.
Okay, John will be proud of me for this. If you like the killer, no,
It's a
I'm not
bit,
gonna do it.
yeah.
Okay, we have a shameless plug.
Oh, you have to do it at the end. Don't
yeah.
worry.
So we're the kilobits. Well, we're 2/3 of the current kilobits. And if you like this, we've got a YouTube channel over at www.youtube.com/thekilobits. You can also find us on Twitter at @thekilobits and at facebook.com/thekilobits.
If you click
That
on
was
his
so
if you click on his beard right now, there shall be an annotation that will take you straight to their channel. I'll make sure to do that personally.
Also, we have our own personal Twitters. Toby,
Yeah.
you're what, 3 jumps? Is that you?
It's above your names.
I never use it.
Exactly, and I'm Jaggerus, and I've gained two subscribers in this entire bit. It's been brilliant. I'm
Well,
just gonna kill
this is-
myself on Twitter.
Chris, are you
This has
gonna
been fucking beautiful, guys.
Chris, are you gonna plug
Yeah, this has been
yourself?
good.
Plug yourself.
And you guys
Chris?
have been gaming Anarchist.
Well, it's a bit of a weird one really, because there's the Gaming Anarchist Collective, which kind of suddenly kind of started up, and then over time, kind of like Sam's got help get involved, got other guys as well. In fact, here James here on the feed, he does our graphic design and stuff, and so we kind of got people so the whole point is just kind of like clubbing together to kind of affect change or what have you. But mostly it's me saying cunt in front of a camera.
Mine.
How dare you?
I have my
find
own-
that offensive.
I have my own channel where I say dick.
He does.
Fantastic.
One of the
we are the diametric opposites.
one of the
Wait, what's his channel? I'm gonna fucking like that right now.
Mr.
I'm
Sam
gonna go-
explains.
one of
Check
the
that out.
thumbnail-
Mr.
I'm gonna-
Sam explains.
one of my thumbnails is just
Oh, it's
dick.
got like a top hat on an S.
He couldn't.
Oh yeah, again that's the work of James here.
He
in the,
couldn't-
Subscribe.
the
And his
comments.
A is backwards. He's so cool.
I know.
I'm gonna go and have Chris serenade me to sleep because I've got tonsillitis. I feel like
all I
shit.
did was a kiss on the rose.
help.
that was some creepy. That was some creepy. So Sam, you've got your ending all queued up to run this when we sign out.
Yep.
Just to let everyone know who's watching the stream. Yeah, Sam's got a little thing prepared. I don't know what it is. No one else knows what it is.
Shit, I'm gonna start the stream.
I need to pose for Jamie a quick second.
Oh yeah, we need to do it for the thumbnail.
Oh no, I actually need to pose for Jamie so he can get the thumbnail for the Anarchist eye.
Wait, we're posing?
Oh no, I need to pose for Jamie just a quick second.
Yeah. Just
Okay,
do
are we not doing like a
Are we
thumbs
gonna do
up
that for a
pose.
thumbnail? Yeah, we're gonna go.
Left arm, right arm. I'm confused.
Oh, right arm, surely.
My right.
And now we
So
do
like
the
this.
pose.
It really should just be sort of side on.
I can twist. I have a wheelie chair.
Ah, we're good. Okay, everyone.
All done?
Now you'll see my ending bit. Are you ready? Have you got the switch up?
Yep.
Okay, he's ready. I'm gonna leave the call now.
Now we have to return some tapes. That is beautiful.
You're welcome.
That was.
I can live without having to. I can live with missing my sign off for that. That's amazing.
What is
Sam,
your
I
sign
think
off? I want to experience it.
Have you not seen what it was?
No. What you mean the thanks for watching? Now we have
Yeah.
to return. What's your sign off?
Oh no, it's nothing. It's nothing, mate. Literally just a goodbye. We just didn't say goodbye. It doesn't really matter.
Do you want me
It's
to have?
irrelevant. If someone's watched this for 3 hours, they know who we are.
Yeah, I think by that point.
Do you want me to have that in the actual video, Chris?
Nah. Stick that at the end. Yeah, definitely stick that.
Why-
Thanks for watching. We have to return some
why-
tapes.
Why should you watch the podcast? Simply irresistible.
You square.
I thought simply irresistible.